and welcome to high school basketball here in Oklahoma. You're listening to the high school basketball sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We are here at Douglas High School here at Oklahoma City. They are the home team tonight. The Trojans are taking on the U.S. Grant Generals here in Oklahoma City. And I'd like to welcome myself, James Knox, as your play-by-play announcer. And I've got beside me my analyst, Sam Weber. Sam, are you ready for a good matchup tonight?
Yes, I really am. I'm so excited for this one.
Fantastic. They're doing the starting lineups right now, but we're going to run through our sponsors who are able to bring this wonderful broadcast for you, including Metro Tech. If you're looking for a great career, Metro Technology Centers has training for jobs in high demand. Metro Tech has hands-on training in medical assisting, culinary arts, and more. Earn certifications and licenses taught by industry experts. Metro Technology Centers, preparing for life. Also, SSM Health at St. Anthony's Hospital are proud sponsors of OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 broadcast. Sometimes, after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services. A sports medicine specialist at St. Anthony's has that great team to get a player back in a game from injury. Our starting lineups right now are going through right now, Sam. We got, we've got our Generals and our Trojans. I do know that our Lady Trojans, we don't have the starting lineups right now. We're trying to get their numbers as we speak. But we are excited to have this matchup tonight. Two great teams who should be evenly matched. We should be seeing some great basketball. Sam, as we know, some of the keys to these games are very simple. I mean, defense, offense, that's kind of a broad general key to the game, right? But
yes, sir.
What on defense can you expect to see from some of these teams that's really going to give them the edge?
Tenacity. I want to see how aggressive they are. So we'll be able to tell that real quick once this game
That's
starts.
right. Getting on the floor, diving after loose balls, getting in the face of the person with the ball, making sure they're closing on all the gaps, things like that. That's going to be pivotal on defense. And our offense, obviously putting the ball in the basket, right? But there's a little bit more to it than that. I mean, we're expecting a lot of fast movement, fast breaks from both of these teams. But they need to execute the X's and O's. Listen to the coach's game plan, right? Anything else that you can think of that's maybe, something off, aside from the easy stuff, what else do you want to see out of these teams on offense?
If they're able to knock down that extra shot, that open shot, those free throws when the team really needs it, so that's going to go a long way here in this one.
Absolutely. When you got those open looks, which may be few and rare in between, you got to hit those open looks and make sure you take advantage of those second chance points as well. So great input there. We got Whitney Houston singing in the background right now, so we do want to pay our respects to our flag here and get a pause for just a moment, let Whitney finish up. But we do appreciate you tuning in here on our All City Sports page for this great matchup here on YouTube, brought to you by OKC's CBS Sports Radio here at Oklahoma City. So we're going to have tip-off in just a few moments. We're going to go over our Lady Generals here. We do know of a couple key players for the Lady Generals. Coach Griffith, she's in her third year. Right now the Generals coming into the game with an 0-2 record, but she's looking for that first big win tonight. She's going to be counting on Sherry Shannon, who's a senior for the Generals, as well as another senior, Carla Zuniga. But she said, they've been in the program for a couple years. They know how to win. They know what to expect from the coach, but there's a big-time sophomore coming through, J.C. Delgado.
Oh, yes. So that's it. She's the future.
She is. She is the future. She's what they're looking forward to right now. And let's see if I get our starting rosters over here for the Trojans. We've got senior Aaliyah Hayes. We have junior Tiana Blackwell. 0 senior Savannah McMullen Larson. And here comes our tip-off. Tip-off goes to the Generals. So leading the point for the Generals is going to be number 10.
That's
Sherry Shannon that we talked about earlier just a second ago. And that's Zuniga also that we talked about.
Quick turnover.
Inbounding the ball for the Trojans, bringing it up the court. That will be Blackwell. She gets the call from Coach. Across the middle half line. Looking for the offensive setup. Swings it over to Hayes. Hayes over across the middle. Gets turned over. Knocked away by the Generals. Up the court. Zuniga bringing the ball up the court. Looking for an offense. Swings it over to Blackwell.
Sherry Shannon with the travel.
Excuse me, Shannon. I'm sorry. Wrong team, wrong roster. Thank you.
No worries, no worries.
Little bit of some happy feet right there. Couldn't quite bring it in time to get that shot off. Inbounding for the Trojans will be Hayes. Bringing it up once again, Blackwell. Blackwell about to cross the half line. Crosses over the left-hand side. Drives lane, kicks it out to Wells. Wells decides not to shoot it. Back up top. Swings it over to the corner to Foster, and she too had a little bit of happy feet. Gets called for a travel. Turnover goes back to the Generals.
Slow it down, ladies. They are super excited.
Adrenaline's pumping, right? Want to make sure that they
execute.
Take their time, do what they need to do. Zuniga gets the ball in the corner, stops, drives the lane, maybe looking for it, pulls it back out, decides otherwise, decides wants to set the offense back up. Swings it over to Delgado. Delgado back up top. Stolen by Blackwell's got a fast break. Goes up for a shot, gets fouled by Shannon. So that'll be the first team foul for the Generals, and Blackwell will get 2 shots.
Oh, no. They called traveling.
They did call traveling. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought she got fouled on the way up there. Zuniga got the ball knocked away from her.
Backcourt violation.
Maybe not. Okay, I'm 0 for 2 for calling these for referees. I guess I'm not. I need a little bit better vantage point. I thought I got knocked out of her hands. Maybe not.
I don't know. This is a good game so far. A lot of turnovers. Got to clean it up.
Blackwell brings the ball up. Looking in Larson's direction. Passes it over to Foster. Foster drives the lane, looking for a load, but gets kind of impeded there. That one's by Funkham. She was able to disrupt the play, gets it back to Zuniga. Zuniga comes to the top of the key. Looks like we have maybe a foul.
Illegal screen.
On Shannon, yeah, kind of maybe moving while she was setting the screen. Kind of some easy stuff that you need to look out for in the beginning of the game. Just, these are fundamental stuff that they need to take care of. Just making sure you got your feet set, making sure you're established your ground when you're setting a screen. Pretty easy stuff. They need to make sure they get right. Wells drove the lane. Funkham gets the foul there. So that should be our first team foul. Bringing in the ball will be Hayes. Hayes over to Foster for a shot. Shot's a little short. Saved by Hayes. Shot up again for the Trojans. No good. That was by Larson. Generals with the ball. Zuniga's bringing it up. Crosses midcourt. Looks to drive the lane. Gets a tough shot up. Tries to split the double team there. Gets collected by the Trojans. Trojans on a fast break. Blackwell goes up for the lob. No good, but is fouled on the play. Shannon looks like she took the foul on that one. Blackwell gets up a little gimpy there. Hey. Toughing it out. She's walking it off.
Yes, she is. These Lady Trojans are pushing that tempo. They're letting that defense create offense. They're getting these opportunities. Now, like I stated earlier, let's knock these free throws down.
Blackwell at the line for 2 with 6:06 left on the clock in the first quarter. First shot's up and good. The Generals already have 3 fouls.
Nothing but cotton on that one.
I'll take that back. Now the score, I think they're, maybe it is 3 fouls. Okay. So 3 fouls, 0 fouls for the home team Trojans. Second shot bounces off the back. No good. Tied up on the ground there. We're going to have our first jump ball. Possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Trojans. Taking out of bounds will be Hayes. Trojans lined up in a line formation there. Cuts out the Wells with the ball. Swings it back out to Blackwell. Blackwell's looking down underneath, but nobody's there. Everybody's out, kind of spread out outside the three-point line.
Got 5 men out on this one.
Foster with the ball, looks cross court, gets it to Wells. Wells dribbles, passes back off to Hayes. Blackwell for 3. Shot's good.
Nothing but cotton on that one.
Takes the score to 4-0 in favor of the Trojans. 5:33 left on the clock. Zuniga brings it up. D'd up by Larson.
Over the back on Wells. Calm down.
Over the back call indeed. So first foul on the Trojans. That one goes on Wells. A junior for the Trojans. taking it out for the Generals will be Delgado. Delgado all the way down the court. A little quick bounce, wide pass from Falcon.
Blocked by
Shots no good. Driving all the way down the lane was Foster.
Offensive foul on Foster.
Great charge pickup. That's a turnover. She got a little out of control. Didn't really establish her body too well now, but a great defensive play by the Generals there. 5:20 left on the clock. Trojans still up 4-0. Zuniga brings it up. Switches over to right hand and left hand. Back to the left. Tries to get it down to Falcon, but is tapped away by Foster.
Hunt takes the ball out. Inbounds for the Lady Generals.
Shot up, no good, but Falcon was fouled on the play.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
So at 2, off the line for 2 will be Falcon. She's a sophomore for the Generals. Sophomore class for the Generals is pretty hefty. Freshmen, juniors, and seniors all have 2 in their class, but the sophomores are leading the team with 6 players that are sophomores.
They get a lot of experience right here.
So that means with some younger players, the 8 of the 10 players, excuse me, 8 of the 12 players are freshmen and sophomores. So they got a young team, so if they can get some experience early, then they should be pretty good in years later to come.
Yes, sir. She swishes the second.
They score 4-1 in favor of the Douglas Trojans. Blackwell brings up, has a wide open player down on the base right there. Gets a little pivot turn on the baseline. That is freshman Amari Ratliff for 2. Brings the score 6-1 for the Trojans. 4:57 left on the clock. Good defense there by Wells. Not really giving her any room, but she finds somebody down there in the corner. That is Hunt.
Traffic violation on Delgado.
We had some late number changes here, so I'm trying to make sure I get the right names with the right numbers for you folks. Blackwell bring it up for the Trojans. Still up 6-1, 4:37 left to go in the quarter. A carry call on Blackwell. Referee right there to judge that one. Says, no, your hand got a little too far underneath that one.
She got a little excited on that one. She was about to break off with a nice move on that one. Slow it down.
Zuniga inbounds it to Delgado. Delgado brings it up. Looking Johnson's way, drives the lane to Stiles, gets a steal. That one by Hayes. Shot no good for the Generals. The long pass down, intercepted by Johnson. Johnson's going to bring it up down by the sideline, but gets fouled by Hayes.
It's a lot of defense going on in this game.
Zuniga to inbound. Delgado at the top near the half line. Swings it over to Hunt. Hunt takes a shot at the elbow. Shot no good. Rebound by Schaefer, who just checked in. Schaefer's a sophomore as well.
Out of bounds on Lady Generals. Lady Trojans ball.
Got a little errant with the pass right there. Out of bounds. Now Trojans ball. Blackwell to bring it up. Delgado on the defense. Swings it over to Hayes. Hayes gets it back up to, Hayes. Hayes over to Larson. Sorry, the number's a little tough to see.
Her hair is in the jersey.
It is.
So
comes off as a 2 or a 0?
That's definitely 0. So that was Larson,
yeah. Over to Hayes. Hayes shot no good. Rebound again by Schaefer there. 2 rebounds and 2 consecutive plays for her since she checked in. That's what she's there to do, get those rebounds. Delgado with a shot, gets it down to Schaefer, but before Schaefer can get the basket, Delgado's foul. She'll go to the line for 2, I believe, unless that was on the floor.
No, they lining up. Looked like it was for 2. Let's see if she can knock these free throws down.
So Generals are going to look to cut the lead in half. Right now down 6-1 with 2 free throws. That'll cut it in half. It'll be 6-3. See how she does in our first free throw. That's good.
All cotton.
3:25 left on the clock. fouls totals for teams are Trojans at 5 fouls now. General still at 3.
All Cotton, she makes the second.
Blackwell to bring it up. Delgado's going to deal up. Blackwell drives the lane, little off left. Rebound is going to go to a team rebound for the Generals. They'll take it out underneath their own basket. 3:16 left to go in the first quarter. Pass is a little strong, but Johnson's able to corral it from Zuniga. Ooh, collision there from the screen. Johnson's up and okay after she collides. Zuniga's going to kind of take on the whole team there, but goes out of bounds at the end. Trojans ball. She got a little overzealous with it, didn't keep her head up.
Those Lady Trojans was applying pressure, so she had a turnover on that one. Get your head up, ladies.
3:10 left on the clock in the first quarter. 6-3 in favor of the Trojans. Blackwell's going to bring it over the corner, decide to
illegal screen.
Take it on again, but yeah, another illegal screen. Fouls aplenty here by both teams so far. That'll be the Trojans' 6th team foul. So the Generals will be in a 1-on-1 situation going forward for the rest of the quarter.
Radliff was trying to let her presence be known on that one.
Hunt was trying to take on a couple of defenders. Douglas Trojans got their hands in there, knocked it free, and then the Generals get it back. Back up for a layup will be Johnson, but shot no good. They get their own shot again. No, second shot no good. Blackwell's on a sprint down the court looking for anybody. Decides to pass up last minute though. That was going over to Larson, but it was a little behind her. Larson couldn't quite get her fingers on it. Turnover back to the Generals. In for the Trojans will be freshman Moten.
And Sherry Shannon, senior, back in.
Number 10, Sherry Shannon, drives past court, gets a little double team and trapped, but she's able to get out of it to Hunt. Hunt looks down low for Schaefer. And we have a jump ball. She went for a shot. Nicely defended there by Jones. No foul call, but it is a jump ball, and the Generals will get the Generals will get the ball back underneath their basket. Inbounds to Schaefer, back underneath the Hunt. Hunt up for the layup, shot no good. Loose ball. Trojans come up with it. Martin with the fast break. Goes around Shannon. Up for the layup, no good. Schaefer with the rebound. Generals able to kind of, I guess, get a lucky break on that one to not give up that shot. Shannon didn't really pose much of a defensive threat, just kind of more of an obstacle for Moten to drive around.
Schaefer's grabbing those rebounds.
She's doing her part. Inbounds pass to the Trojans underneath. Shot goes up. No good. Schaefer with another rebound. Fast break opportunity. A little too strong there for Hunt. Moten back with the loose ball. Brings it up. Swings it over to Hayes. Hayes looks cross court all the way over for Foster. Foster with a shot. No good. Foul on the shot.
She will be shooting 3.
That was behind the three-point line. So, yeah, that will be 3 points, or 3 shots for her. This is a chance to tie the game up. I apologize. To go up by 3. The Generals are down by 3, not the Trojans. Still getting my bearings here, guys.
It's okay.
1:54 left to go on the first quarter clock. First shot up. Rattles good.
Cotton. A lot of free throws being shot in this one early.
Second shot, a little short. She's got one more to go. 7-3. Back in for the Trojans comes Blackwell. Taking a breather is Hayes. I apologize, that's Wells. Third shot, no good. Rebound goes to the, I was going to say it went to the Generals, but the referee is going to call out a dead ball, jump ball. Possession arrows goes to the Generals.
They weren't lying about Zuniga being all over the ground. She's all over there.
She's hustling. Delgado to inbounds into Zuniga. Moten's going to try and pick her up about half court. Zuniga into the corner right in front of the Trojans bench. They'll try to take on Moten. Oh, nice screen there. That one's by Sanchez to free up Zuniga. Loose ball, Moten gets the ball. On a fast break, she's got some ladies on the right-hand side. No good. For the layup, Schaefer with another rebound.
Good outlet pass.
At the half line gets the outlet pass, but great hustle there by the Trojans. That one is faster to take that away from Hunt to ensure that they didn't get a shot. 1:20 left on the clock in the first quarter. Hayes with the ball at top of the key. Swings it over to Moten. Back over to Blackwell. Top. Swings over next corner, down low. That was to Ratliff. Shot up for Hayes.
Off the top of the backboard.
Off the top of the backboard means it's Generals ball. 106 left in the first quarter. Zuniga with the Generals to bring it up.
McMullen Larson subs back in the game for the Lady Trojans.
Zuniga's going to cross the half court. Moten's going to give her that pressure. Another screen set up. Zuniga just stops, decides to turn around, looks down low for Hunt there. I saw some jersey grabbing there by Blackwell. I think that may be what he calls. In fact, it is a foul on Blackwell for the Trojans. So the Generals are going to be able to
pretty soon. Right?
I thought it was a 1-on-1. I thought they were in the bonus now, right? There we go.
Yep, they caught up to what you were talking about.
Coach Griffith saw what I did. It should be 1-on-1. Referees, hey, we all have our errors, referees. I've had mine today. You can have yours, right? That's only fair.
Oh, no lies detected in that statement.
I can't keep all the errors to myself. Let's share. Yes, 49.6 seconds left to go on the first quarter clock. Trojans still up 7-3. Generals can pull within 2 right here with Hunt's free throws. First one is no good. And the Trojans get the ball. Okay, it should be a live ball.
Since she didn't hit the backboard.
Oh, you did not hit the rim?
Yeah, she didn't hit the rim. All backboard on that one.
All backboard. Hard to tell from up here at the top row of the gym. 40 seconds left to go. Blackwell's looking down low. Posted up at the bottom there. That is Ratliff is stealed by the Generals. That one's Hunt's up the loose ball. Hey, she's open. Why not take a shot? A little strong. Blackwell with the rebound. She's going to take it on a fast break. See what she can accomplish here. Looks to pass it at the last moment to Larson.
Turnover. Lady Generals ball. 21.8 seconds left in the first quarter.
A little too far front out for McMullen Larson, so the ball goes back to the Generals. They can hold it for one last possession, see if they can pull within one score. Inbounds to Zuniga. Crosses over the Trojans logo, now half court. Moten still playing that tough defense, knocks it away. Back into the backcourt. Zuniga picks it up. Going to try and hit for number 2. 8 seconds on the clock. Crosses it over back to the top of the key. Again, Moten with the deflection. Gets it down low. No shot. Delgado had a shot on it. Kind of decided to not shoot it after all. Turned it back up, passed it up. And really just must have forgotten that the clock was winding down. So no shot for the Trojans, the Generals there at the last few seconds. All right, that concludes our first quarter. 8 minutes down, 24 to go. Trojans up 7-3 over the U.S. Grant Generals. We are going to take a quick break. You're listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Second quarter at Douglas High School, ready to start up. Trojans up 7-3. Inbounds goes to Blackwell. She looks down to the corner for Moten. Moten for 3, shot a little short. Rebound goes to the Generals. Team rebound there. Schaefer again in position. Didn't quite corral, but it still goes to the Generals.
Full court press by the Lady Trojans.
Trojans are going to definitely put on the pressure, not take any mercy, though they are up 7-3 right now. Zuniga brings it up across this half court. Blackwell plays some stiff defense on it, gets a little deflection, but Zuniga's able to retain it. A drive right there by Delgado. Gets Schaefer with the rebound.
Schaefer's all over those boards.
I'm sorry, that was Sanchez on the drive. Sanchez's shot was a little strong, but Schaefer was there to clean it up. 7-5, and still in favor of the Trojans, but the Generals are climbing back.
Schaefer's all over the boards tonight, I know that much.
Blackwell's swings it back over to McMullen Larson. Swings over the corner for Moten. Moten for a long two, shot a little strong. Rebound by the Generals. Foul's going to be on Foster, a little strong over the back right there. Foul number 5 for the Trojans. I'm sorry, no, that will be on that's the Trojans. That should be number 9 for the Trojans. That'll be 1-on-1 opportunity for the Generals to climb back in this. They can even up the score on these 2 free throws.
Yeah, I told you it's going to come down to those free throws.
Sam, I'm seeing a lot of rebounds by the Generals, no second chance points, and some offensive rebounds as well to keep things going. Schaefer's doing quite the job down low right now.
Yes, she is. She is definitely helping her teammates out. Those second opportunities are definitely coming in clutch. But the Lady Generals are going to have to capitalize. That's 2 free throws off the side of the backboard.
Yeah, they're missing some. They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot with these free throws, and they're not even giving themselves an opportunity to climb back in this game. They're going to have to do it the hard way.
Free throws win ball games. It's going to come down to those at the end of this.
Hayes is now the guard for the Generals. She brings it up a little too strong through Moten's fingers. Turnover, back to the Generals. 6:58 left on the clock in the second quarter.
Lady Trojans full court pressure.
Delgado gets it into Zuniga. They relax on the half court, the full court pressure there. Still Moten's still going to put in her tough defense right now on Zuniga. I know Zuniga's not really liking her being that involved right now. A little lost ball, but Zuniga gets it back. Schaefer with the rebound tip to her own team. Hunt. Excuse me, that's not Hunt, that's Johnson. Had a chance to drive the lane right there, gets fouled. So she'll go to the line for 1-and-1. They need to connect on these free throws.
Especially after these second chance opportunities from Schaefer. She's all on the board.
She's doing exactly what she needs to be doing right now. Give their team a second chance on the offensive end and taking them away for the Trojans. Shot no good. Sanchez on the rebound, top for the possession there. Arrow stays for the Generals. Delgado takes it out underneath. Looks in the way of Schaefer. Schaefer gets it down low. Little push or body contact there by the Trojans. That one is on Ratliff. They should be in double bonus now, so this may be 2 free throws here for Schaefer. 6:32 on the second quarter clock. Trojans up 7-5. So for the next 6 minutes, 30 seconds, Generals will be shooting 2. First shot good by Schaefer.
Nothing but the cotton on that one.
Brings them in within 1 point. Second shot, a little strong off the glass in the back. Trojans get the rebound. McMullen Larson had the ball, kind of got a little, I guess,
excited,
yeah, looked up and forgot where the ball was and goes out of bounds back to the Generals. 6:29 on the clock. Pass goes into
Johnson.
She'll bring the ball in. Tough defense there by Wells, not giving her any kind of room. Back to Zuniga. Zuniga drives all the way to the hoop. Layup's good. Generals take the lead now, 8-7 over the Trojans. They have been on a little bit of a
slump there. It's been a little dry skirt.
They're on a little bit of a scoring streak now. 6 minutes left on the clock. Ball goes back up to McMullen Larson, swings it over to Hayes. Hayes in the corner for Moten. Shot good by Moten. 3-pointer.
Please.
Puts them back up by 2. Trojans up 10-8. Delgado drives all the way. Look for Schaefer underneath. Kind of last second. Gets the ball back. A little floater shot on the baseline. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Ratliff. Ratliff starts the break. McMullen Larson driving the lane. Kicks it back out to Moten. Why not? She had a long three. Just second to go. Round two.
Schaefer went down with an ankle injury there.
Moten had a long two, so that's 5 consecutive points by Moten right there with 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Puts them back up 12-8. They were down 1. Now on a 5-0 run off of Moten's long shots. Had a three-pointer and then a long two right there. She's hot. I'd feed the ball to Moten, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. Get her that ball. Schaefer's banged up. She took that injury. She looked like she came down on somebody's foot.
Big blow for the Generals right there. I feel that she's the one that's really kind of pulled the ranks back up for the Generals. Get them back into contention here. Now, Delgado had a little bit of a mistake, got a little sloppy with the ball, off her foot, out of bounds. Ball goes to the Trojans. Hayes gets the ball inbounded, waiting for the offense to set up. Pass was to Ratliff. Ratliff couldn't quite get a hold of it. It was a little kind of long and strong there. Ratliff loses the ball. Trojans get the ball, bring it up. It's going to be the Generals.
Delgado has the ball.
Shot up.
And it's
good. Baseline floater for Delgado. Brings them win 2. 12-10 left. The score with 5 minutes left on the second quarter clock. Moten again with a shot, but she had a little shuffle of the feet there. Didn't quite get the dribble before he was able to set and shot. She was feeling it. I can't believe
That
her.
was a heat check.
Heat check. She was in the same spot she just shot from 2 possessions ago.
She's like, oh yeah, I'm letting this one rip.
She was letting it go and didn't quite set her feet. Suniga brings it up. Is going to take it all the way. No, dishes it underneath. Shot went to Falcom underneath, but she gets fouled on the play, so she'll get 2 shots. 4:50 left on the clock. She can even it up once again for the Generals, down 12-10.
Foul on Ratliff for the Lady Trojans.
Generals still only have 4 fouls in the first half, so Trojans still not in the bonus just yet. Falcom, a sophomore for the Generals. First shot, no good off the left side of the rim. Back in for the Trojans comes Blackwell. Subbing out for the Trojans will be Ratliff. Falcom gets a second chance at her free throw right here. They've kind of been the detriment for the Generals so far. She has a long kind of approach to the shot there. Second shot, strong, no good, but the Trojans get it, toss. Nice hustle play by Wells to get it and toss it back in. Not sure what McMullen Larson was saying. I don't know if she was going to go off the backboard for a dunk or if she just was strong on the shot.
She's mad at herself. She's frustrated. You can tell it out there by her body movement. I'm not trying to laugh, but she got excited on that one.
Hey, one of those last minute, like I'm going to do this, and the last minute you switch it up, and you kind of combine the 2 efforts right there.
I think she wanted to pass it to the corner, but then she realized that
she maybe had an open shot, and she already had the power meter all the way up for that one, and went off the backboard pretty strong. Generals with 2 shots here. This is Delgado.
You said the power meter. Oh, shoot. She made it 12-11.
Brings them within 1. Checking in for the Generals will be
Roberts.
Shields.
Shields. Yes, it is Shields.
Shields, a junior for the Generals. Delgado gets 1 more shot here. 4:34 on the clock. Second shot, no good. The referees might give her 1 more because one of the Trojans was in the lane early.
That was McMullen Larson's. I think she hasn't shaken off that turnover from earlier. She needs to shake that off.
Yep, snap and clear. It's a new possession here. Delgado a little strong with the second shot as well. Blackwell gets the rebound. She's got the numbers. Layup no good. Zuniga with the rebound. Goes over to Johnson. Johnson gets down to Sanchez, swings it over, trying to get Shields underneath right there, but the Trojans are able to get a finger on it.
Out of bounds on Blackwell. Out of bounds on Blackwell there. Lady Generals ball.
4:17 on the clock. Delgado to inbounds. Gets it underneath. Johnson was wide open off of a nice kind of screen that they got to free her up down to the basket, but the inbounds pass from Delgado was a little high, hits off the bottom of the backboard, and it's a turnover eventually that the ball wasn't able to get into him. We lost our play clock now and our scoreboard, and there it goes. All right. Somebody tripped over the plug, I guess.
I was wondering the same thing. It got kind of dark in here.
4:15 on the clock. Trojans still up 12-11. Blackwell swings it over to McMullen Larson. Gets the handle on it, takes her a minute. Gets it to Hayes. Hayes at the top of the key, drives right. Into the corner for Moten. Moten with a shot, no good. Air ball picked up by Delgado. Delgado gets it to Zuniga. Still in their own half of the court. Moten playing some tough defense, trying to force her to her non-dominant hand, but a nice screen there by Johnson. Gets underneath for Shields up with a layup there. So a late substitute for her, but she's got her first points, and she gets the Generals back up by 1 point over the Trojans. Blackwell tried to switch crossover to left hand, drive the lane, gets a little body contact there, picks up the foul by the Trojans. That will be their 5th team foul. Trojans get the ball out of bounds underneath. Back out to Blackwell. All the way to the top of the key. Delgado plays a little ways off of her. Now Blackwell finds some room down in the paint there at the basket. She gets the ball underneath, but gets fouled on the play.
Foul on Johnson.
So that will be team 6th. She'll get 2 shots. Chance to put them up by 1 again. Blackwell's first shot, no good. Moten and Wells give her a little high five, some motivation, says, you got this. Shot number 2 coming for Blackwell, 3:23 on the clock. Second shot up, no good as well. Rebound gets tied up. We'll have another jump ball.
Wells forces the jump ball with the tie up there. Ladies going to have to knock some of these free throws down.
Generals retain the possession. No, Trojans, I'm sorry. The Generals looked like they were going to take it out of bounds. Trojans with the inbounds pass. Out to Moten, a little too strong. She picks it up at half court. Gets back it over to Blackwell, set up the offense. Everybody's outside the 3. Nobody down low. No reason for Moten to be concerned. She's going to take the shot from the outside anyways. No good. Rebound goes to Johnson.
Johnson kicks the ball over to Delgado.
Delgado's going to bring it up. Switch it over left-hand side. Gets it to Zuniga a little bit far behind. Zuniga's going to drive the lane. Decides to pull it back out. Let Shields kind of set up. Decides not to pass it down to Shields. Gets it back out to Johnson up top. Swings it over. Underneath goes Sanchez. Up, shot, no good. Shields with the rebound. She's going to take her shot. No good as well. Rebound goes to the Trojans, to McMullen Larson. Gets the ball over to Hayes. Hayes brings it up, looks downfield, finds Blackwell wide open. Blackwell can't handle it. Loses the handles on an open layup, but they still retain the possession. Gets it out to Moten for a long three-pointer again.
Moten is feeling it early in this one.
She's got 8 points on the night. 2 threes and a 2. She's feeling it. She's got the Trojans up 15-13 with 2:18 left to go in the half.
8 big-time points for the freshman, Moten.
She's definitely who's got the hot hand right now, looking her way. And when the confidence is high like that, Sam, you want to feed the monster. If she's feeling it, you know, give it to her until she loses that confidence, is the way I take it. And if you've coached before, you got to feel the same way, right? Get the ball in the hot hands.
Yes, sir. Feed her till she not ready to go no more. Got to go.
Shields takes her first free throw. The free throws for the Generals are killing them. I'm sure Coach Griffith has practiced this plenty of times throughout the early part of the season right now. She's going to have to make a mental note that they're going to get in the practice court a little bit more often, get those free throws. Johnson with the rebound on the missed second shot. So Shields was 0 for 2 on that, but she gets the loose ball there Tries to get over to Johnson. Johnson's able to corral it over there by the sideline in front of the Trojans bench. Lucas to try to get down to Shields on the block once again. Ball goes out of bounds to the Trojans. Couldn't quite handle the pass. 2 minutes left on the clock now. Blackwell brings it up, looking in the way of Moten, but she's kind of blanketed by Zuniga. Zuniga still wasn't able to get in front of Moten for a long shot. No good. Rebound goes to Delgado. Delgado looks over to Johnson. Back to Delgado. Looks way down court. She's got upper man. That's Shields. She's got a layup if she can get to it. Shot up and rolls around. No good. Zuniga with a rebound. Kicks it out to Delgado for three. Shot up and good.
That's good. The Lady Generals take the score again, 16-15. A minute 29 left in the second quarter.
Delgado hits it, brings her team back up by 1 point. 1:20 on the clock once again. Hayes swings it over to Moten. Moten for a long, thought about it. Lost control of her feet. She wanted to shoot, thought twice about it, and her feet got a little shuffled. After she pulled it back down, turnover goes back to the Generals. Checking in for the Trojans.
Another heat check.
Will be freshman, that's Brown, now for the Trojans, her first action of the game. Delgado's got the ball to the top of the key, drives the lane a little bit. Loose ball, she decides to shoot it anyways. Shot no good, corralled by Hayes for the Trojans. Hayes has got it, looking for the newly checked in Brown. Long three. No, long two-pointer. Must have had her toes on the line there from Hayes.
Nice. The bank is definitely open.
Yeah, it's a late night, but the bank was open. So nice shot by Hayes right there to put her team back up by one. We've had a lot of lead changes here lately in the second quarter.
Turnover.
Zuniga was looking down underneath the basket for Johnson. A little strong, a little high for Johnson. She couldn't get her fingers on it. Turnover goes back to the Trojans. 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they hold it for one last shot or if they get it. We'll take whatever's open and give the ball back to the Generals. Over to Moten in the far corner down underneath for Brown. She's looking to back her way into the post there. Double dribble called by the referees. Generals get the ball back with 17 left to go on the clock.
She tried to make that power move but had both hands on the ball on that one.
Zuniga to inbounds, gets it over to Shields, 16 on the clock. Drives down the sideline looking for Sanchez underneath. Again, a little bit too strong of a pass. They're getting antsy, Sam. They see that open man, and the adrenaline kicks in, and they see him open. I got to get it there. They just keep doing it too strong. They're not focusing on getting the pass to the person. A long shot for Wells there. Another tie up underneath for the rebound. Possession stays with the Generals.
2.5 seconds left in the half.
2.5 seconds. Delgado to inbounds it. They're going to have to. Everybody's on their half of the court right now. I would send somebody long to see if they can get, maybe one last heave for a basket right now. But they have everybody. Now they start to run down the court. Shields inbounds it, gets it to Zuniga. Long shot for Zuniga. No good. Rebound by Sanchez. Couldn't quite get it up before the buzzer. So that leaves our halftime score with the Douglas High School Trojans up 17 over the U.S. Grant Generals with 16. That concludes our first half. That right there was a little bit of a little scare for us there. We're going to take a break for our halftime here. We'll come back with our first half analysis. The Douglas High School Trojans up 17 over the U.S. Grant Generals 16. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. You are listening to the high school's basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern. Injuries don't wait. For business hours. Injuries don't wait. For business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the injuries don't wait. For business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have for business hours. Injuries don't wait. Injuries don't wait. For business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Injury Clinic. For business hours. Injuries don't wait.
Sports medicine specialist, and St. Anthony's Hospital has a great team to get a player back in the game from injury. Now we do have some keys to the game in our first half, Sam. We saw a little bit of what we talked about in the pregame. We saw a lot of fast breaks, a lot of fast tempo, and we saw, some tough defense. These girls, these ladies right here, they're not giving up any kind of any position on the court. They'll make sure that they're doing their coaches proud by playing that tough defense. But we've seen some things that they can improve on in the second half. What were some of the keys to the second half that these teams can improve on?
Limiting those turnovers. It's been a lot of turnovers, like little mistakes that they're making, and they also need to knock down those free throws when they get those opportunities, because there's been a lot of missed free throws here. So the game would be kind of wide open right now if either one of the teams could make those take advantage of those opportunities.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of kind of antsy. They get nervous when the ball is in their hands. They're not sure what quite to do with it. They see a player down there. They just need to kind of collect their thoughts, kind of get their body in rhythm, make sure they make a nice crisp pass, and don't do anything that kind of silly with the ball. Just make sure you keep things under pressure. If you need to stop and take a second to collect your thoughts, then that's okay. You don't need to rush anything. So the keys to the game are brought to you by First Security Bank. If you need to learn more to expand your commercial rental properties with First Security Bank, just give them a call, 405-424-4341 for more information. Again, that's 405-424-4341. The First Security Bank is a member of FDIC. We're about ready to kick things off for the second half here at Douglas High School. Again, the Trojans have the visiting U.S. Grant Generals. We're putting a fresh new 8 minutes left on the clock for our start of our third quarter. And we said at the pregame also, Sam, that we were expecting a kind of a close matchup here, tight matchup. We've got exactly that with a score of 17-16, only a 1 point margin right here.
Yes, sir. Let's get this second half started.
Trojans are kicking things off here in the second half. Blackwell to bring it up once again for the Trojans. Looks over the corner for McMullen Larson. She drives the lane, gets an easy layup right there, goes right by Shannon.
It's good to see her starting this second half off strong.
Now Shields comes in for a start the second half for the Generals. She kind of came in late in the second quarter in the last half. She didn't get too many minutes until about halfway through the second quarter, but she starts the second half here for the Trojans. Has already got 2 free throws lined up for herself.
I wonder how Schaefer's ankle is feeling. She'll be able to contribute on those rebounds.
Yeah, she was definitely an impactful player with the minutes she had. She did kind of hit a little bit of an injury. She's on the bench right now. Curious to see how she's doing. First shot for Shields, no good. 7:41 on the clock. Trojans up 19-16. Shields will get a second opportunity here. Put her team within 2. Free throw, no good. Rebound by Delgado. She puts it back up. Shot no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. So the Generals get a team rebound there. Delgado to inbounds it. Looking for Zuniga. Finds Funkham over there on the far side. Deflection by the Trojans, and they force it out of Funkham's hands. They get the ball. Inbounds pass from Hayes, gets it to Blackwell. She brings it across half court, met there by Delgado. She switches courts, drives the lane, kicks it out for Larson. Looks back up top for Wells, gets it underneath. Blackwell gets the layup. Shot's good.
Nice backdoor cut, Lady Trojans.
Moving without the ball is a huge part of basketball, and sometimes that's a little misunderstood. It gets a little underestimated, I should say. Shannon looked underneath for Delgado, and once again the Trojans, they're just getting their fingers and you get some deflections on. That's all it's taken to be able to defend the Generals right now.
Active hands.
Blackwell's on a hurry, drives past 2 players, but then the referee says she took a few too many steps. Ball goes to the Generals.
He says, slow down. Don't pack your luggage yet. Can't travel yet.
Steal by McMullen Larson. Gets it into Blackwell underneath. Layup is good. A little careless pass there by the Generals. Now Shannon's bringing it down the court. Looks underneath for Delgado. Little juggle. Turnover. Trojans pick it up. Look down court for McMullen Larson. She gets it. Looks underneath for Blackwell. No, she decides to keep on dribbling. Gets it to Blackwell on the corner. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Foster. Foster takes a shot. No good. Another rebound but for the Trojans.
Blackwell brings the ball out. Coach try to get him in order.
Wells with the rebound, gets it back out to Blackwell. She sets up the offense, gets a screen, pass it down to Hayes. Hayes for a long shot, no good. And Wells couldn't quite bring it in. It hit her in the hands and couldn't quite bring it all in. Ball goes to the Generals. 6:13 on the clock. Trojans up 23-16. One foul for the Trojans, no fouls for the Generals.
Lady Trojans with the full court trap. Pressure.
Trojans definitely putting some pressure on. They get the steal. That's by Wells, and then she travels with it. She wanted to pass it and tried to hold it back, and her feet just kind of went with her body. She couldn't quite control her body too much. Ball back to the Generals on the sideline.
Need these women out here to get it together. Calm down.
Johnson inbounds it to Zuniga. Referee says a little bit of too much arm action there from Blackwell. Foul number 2 for the Trojans. 6:05 on the clock. Trojans still up 23-16.
Blackwell is applying that pressure out there.
She sure is. She's being intense. And that's what you got to have. In comes Moulton. We saw a lot of points from her last half. She was definitely valuable off the bench for the Trojans. Inbounds pass goes to Delgado. She gets partially blocked by the Trojans. They come up with the loose ball there. It goes back to the Generals after steal by Shannon. Shannon throws it underneath. Steal back by the Trojans. Bowden brings the ball down. Tries to get it to McMullen Larson. Nice steal by Zuniga. She gets the ball down to Johnson on a layup.
Foul going to the line for 2. Johnson
gets hit hard in the face. She's checking her glasses out, make sure that there wasn't any breaks there. She'll get an opportunity for 2 free throws. 5:43 on the clock here in the third quarter. Johnson gets set for 2 free throws. First one is up, no good. In for the Trojans comes number 23, Jackson. Out for the Trojans as well. Second shot for Johnson upcoming. Goes into her rhythm. Second shot's up. Nothing but net. 23-17 in favor of the Trojans. Inbounds pass goes to McMullen Larson. Crosses half court, picked up by Delgado. Forces over to the sideline. Decides to go by Delgado, so she
nice little crossover on that one.
Yes, she stopped and kind of turned her back and then went right back to it and went right past her. Another steal by the Trojans. A long court pass by Delgado was picked up. Hayes with the ball, kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson gets the ball underneath to Hayes. Now Larson with it. Hayes decides to drive the lane, up and good. About a little 6-foot kind of shot right there. Just drove the lane, saw a little bit of space and decided to throw it up. She gets the 2.
Kiss them up right off the glass.
Timeout taken by the Generals. Trojans up 27-17. That's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to High School Basketball, brought to you by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony's.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back to Douglas High School for tonight's game here for Oklahoma City Public Schools. You're listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. The Trojans here at Douglas have gone on a 10-1 run. The score at halftime was 17-16. Now the Trojans up 27-17. really doing the work on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Quick foul by McMullen Larsons. She came out this second half on fire.
Picks up the 4th team foul for the Trojans. Generals still have no team fouls. Inbounds to Shannon. Shannon's going to drive down the near side lane. She sees some open area, dumps it off to Schaefer underneath. I thought she had the open layup, decides the last minute to give it up to Schaefer. Schaefer still kind of walking a little gingerly on the ankle, but she had good position underneath the basket there for a layup, but gets fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Schaefer. She's back. She had 8 rebounds in that first half. I want to see if she can get double digits on the rebounding.
First shot is good. Schaefer is a sophomore, so she's got some years ahead of her in the program. Coach Griffith said at the beginning of the game that she's looking forward to a lot of years ahead for Delgado, but I'm thinking more of Schaefer going to be a big player for the program. Second shot, no good. Referee says
lane violation on the shooter.
Okay, so Schaefer got a little too carried away with the feet, goes across the line, Trojan ball. 4:48 on the clock. Hayes now brings it up for the Trojans. Calls out the offensive play, gets it over to Jackson. Jackson swings in the corner, back to Jackson. Moden up top the key, swings it over to the near side corner. Hayes up for 3, shot too strong, air ball goes to Johnson. Johnson gets up to Zuniga. She's looking down court. She sees Delgado. Delgado to Schaefer. Layup for Schaefer. No good. A little too strong.
Layup.
Hayes gets the rebound. Up top the keys. Oh, knocked away momentarily by Shannon, but Hayes gets the ball back. She looks underneath.
Looks like the Lady Generals.
Ratliff.
Lady Generals put a zone on there, kind of trying to control the tempo here a little bit. It's like, let's slow it down. Lady Trojans doing a lot.
Inbounds pass to Shannon. She's got a lot of green in front of her here. Gets it to Schaefer underneath. Shot good. And a foul there by Ratliff. So Schaefer, again, immediate impact for the Generals. Gets the bucket. She'll have an opportunity to get one more. This will pull them within 6. Score currently at 27-24, 05 on the clock. Generals still have no team fouls here in the second half.
Schaefer's big time for the Lady Generals off the bench right now.
Shot no good. Rebound goes to Johnson. Up and good. The Trojans were standing there. I think they forgot it was only one shot, so Johnson just kind of snuck in and got the rebound and put it back up for 2. That should put them in within 5 points now. Long shot by Moden again. She is on fire.
Yes, she is.
3-pointer for her.
That's 11 points for her.
Zuniga now with the ball to the near side. Swings it over top of the key for Shannon. Shannon's got kind of bobbled it for a minute, gets control of it, swings it back over to Zuniga. She's looking down underneath for Schaefer.
They was trying to feed her. They said, hey, she's been coming in clutch.
It was a good front by Ratliff to kind of step in front and disrupt the pass, so the Trojans get the ball out of bounds. Score now 30 in favor of the Trojans to the Generals 22, 3:31 on the clock. Generals will be in at least the bonus for now. The team fouls for the Trojans are at 6, so the next foul for the Generals will get them in free throws.
Lady Generals.
Steal by Shannon.
That 2-3 zone is working.
Steps in front of the pass. Now she's got a fast break. Hayes steps in front, gets a piece of it. Foul. And the referee says, no, that was an actual foul. So it will be 2 shots for Shannon with 3:10 left on the clock. So the Generals are now officially in the bonus.
2 more free throw attempts for the Lady Generals.
Let's see how she does on the front end. Should be a live ball.
Good shot.
Oh, never mind, it was a foul on the shot. You're right, I apologize. I was thinking it was on the floor. I shouldn't have second guessed you. My apologies, Sam.
No worries at all.
Much love to you still. Second shot for Shannon. Upcoming. Little lane violation there.
They're going to call that on the shooter.
Again on the shooter. That's 2 in a row.
That makes
free throws.
That makes 6 total free throws missed for the Lady Generals in this half.
In this half. And I know they had a lot in the first half as well. They got to clean that up. 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Moden again for 3. A little short on that one. Rebound goes to the Generals. Zuniga's going to bring it up. She's got Delgado streaking down. She's going to have a layup opportunity. Foul goes to Jackson on the Trojans with 2:52 on the clock. So Delgado will have a chance for 2 free throws. They got to hit these.
They got to hit these. All these fouls that the Lady Trojans are committing, you have to capitalize on these opportunities.
8 fouls for the Trojans now. General still sitting at 0 for the half. First shot, no good for the Generals. Coach Ratliff, it's going to be Griffith, is just beside herself right now with the amount of free throws that they're missing. I just stick him in the gym for a bunch of hours, just practice free throws at this point. But there we go, some positivity for the Generals. Delgado hits the second free throw, and we will have a full timeout. So we too will take a quick timeout. You are listening to the high school basketball sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We're right back. All right, well, welcome back to Douglas High School. Trojans still up 30-24 over the visiting U.S. Grant Generals. 2:52 left to go on the third quarter here. Bowden inbounds to Blackwell. Bowden's going to come down here to the near corner. If Blackwell finds her quickly, she should have a shot because she decides, nope, we're going to kick it back out. Generals in a 2-3 zone right now. Deflection by Johnson on the Generals. Ball goes out of bounds. Trojans will retain the possession.
I'm looking to see how the Lady Trojans react to this zone here. They've been getting a lot of everything that they wanted up until this point. I want to see how they react to this.
Looking underneath. Ball goes down underneath to Brown. A little tie-up with the ball. That's going to be a jump ball.
Lady Generals force a jump ball.
Brown takes a little too much time to kind of decide what she wants to do with the ball. That gives the time for the Generals defense to catch up to her. Long pass to Schaefer underneath from Brown. Schaefer again is making a difference. So a nice look there by Shannon to find a streaking Schaefer. She was all alone, had an easy layup that brings the Generals within 4 now.
Good game here. We got a nice game here.
Bowden for 3 in the near corner. A little too strong. Rebound goes to Johnson. And she gets fouled on the play by Brown.
Are we shooting free throws again? That's 9 fouls on the Lady Trojans. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Should be, 1-1 right now for the Generals. Johnson will have a chance right here to shoot some free throws. 9 fouls for the Trojans, 0 fouls for the Generals.
The referee grabs his head in frustration as if he wants to yell at the girls, keep their hands to themselves. He's like, I'm not trying to work this hard tonight.
Yeah, he'd like to make it easy. Just kind of watch the basketball and still having to blow that whistle. 2 minutes on the clock. Johnson gets a chance for 1-1. First shot up, no good. A little strong rebound goes to Hayes. Hayes brings it across the half court. She's going to make a little bit of a wall there, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Delgado.
First foul from the Lady Generals of the half.
Indeed. First foul for the Generals, second foul for Delgado in the game. 1:55 on the clock. Inbounds to the Trojans. Moten's got it in the corner, decides to swing it back up top. Steal by Shannon. She's got an open court unless the Trojans can catch up to her. Layup is good.
Lady Generals down 2. 1:41 left in the third quarter.
Pulls the Trojans within just 1 possession now. 1:35 left on the clock.
Lady Trojans haven't scored since the Lady Generals put that 2-3 zone in.
Now the Trojans kind of just taking their time right now, getting a call in from their coach, deciding what they want to do. She says, go for it. Swings it over to Blackwell. Blackwell near side. Look back up top to Hayes. Hayes swings it over the far side, over to Brown. Jackson in the corner. Now Wells gets the ball, drives to the baseline, puts up a shot. Rebound goes to Zuniga. Zuniga gets
Johnson.
Pressured by Moten. Now Johnson gets the ball back to Zuniga. She crosses half line, defended by Moten. Swings it over to Delgado. Top of the three shot, no good. Rebound goes to Wells. Wells passes it over to Blackwell, but maybe a little too much contact from the body by Delgado. Stops the clock at 46.9 seconds. Only the second team foul for the Trojans, the Generals.
Lady Trojans started out quick, but the Lady Generals are definitely locking things down with that 2-3 zone right now.
Hayes has the ball right in front of the bench, getting the call from the coach. Swings it over the far corner to Moten. Back up to Hayes. Swings it over to Blackwell, top of the key. Drives lane, spits it back out to Moten. Moten for three, blocked by Johnson. Swings it on down for Shannon, who's on a fast break. She gets defended by Jackson. She pulls it back out underneath. Schaefer underneath for a layup, no good. She gets another rebound, no good. Two open shots and a rebound on layups right there, but she couldn't quite put it in. 10 seconds left on the third quarter clock. Trojans taking their time. Swings it over to Jackson. Back up to Hayes. Hayes over to the far corner. Near corner for Moten. Shot no good. Just in time before the buzzer hit. So that brings our third quarter to a close. That brings the score 30 in favor of the Trojans over 28 to the Generals. We're going to be starting our fourth quarter in just a few. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Hey, welcome back. You're listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We're getting ready to start our fourth quarter. James Knox here on your play-by-play. Sam Weber giving you some analysis on this wonderful game. We are within one possession score of this game right here. We got a close one for you, folks. Fourth quarter underway. Shannon brings the ball down for the Generals, crosses half court. Beat up by Blackwell. Blackwell lets her drive the lane a little bit, but Shannon kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson on the three-point line, kicks it back out to the top for Zuniga. Drives the lane, a little floater shot, no good.
In and out.
Wells with the rebound, gets it back to Blackwell. Blackwell's going to be bringing the ball up. She's got McMullen Larson down in the corner, but decides to keep it for herself. Finds a wide open shot for the Trojans. That's Foster all alone on the near side. Just a 10-footer right there, puts him back up by 4.
Nothing but cotton on that one.
7:25 left on the clock. Zuniga with the ball, looks underneath to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to spin. Layup shot, good.
Schaefer is a monster in that post right now and those boards.
Foster didn't really put up much of a fight, just kind of stood the ground with the hands up and just kind of gave the ground to Schaefer.
Keep on if you want to. She's flirting with a double-double, points and rebounds.
She is playing a heck of a game right now, despite having injured her ankle or leg in the first half. Trojans got the ball top of the key, now swings over the far corner for a three-pointer. That was by Foster. Foster's shot no good, corralled by Johnson for the Generals. Shannon bringing the ball up, gives it back to Johnson. Johnson crosses half court. Little push off, no call there. Delgado on the shot, little short. Schaefer with the rebound.
Schaefer was in double digits rebounds with that one.
She didn't get up the shot underneath the basket. It's poked away by Foster there, but the Generals retain the possession with 6:38 on the clock. Zuniga to inbounds to Schaefer. A little high, she couldn't quite get a grasp of it, so McMullen Larson on a fast break collides with Johnson. Johnson will pick up the foul on the blocking call.
They are out here playing hard. They can smell victory. Both teams can. The Lady Generals are right there on the cusp of taking over.
Giving their all for this last quarter right now. Trojans still up by 2 points, 32-30. Swing over for Foster again. Toes on the line. Shot no good. Zuniga with the rebound. She sees a streaking Schaefer. The ball hit Schaefer in the back. She wasn't quite ready for it. So the Trojans get the ball back. They swing the ball over to the near side. In the lane goes Hayes. Shot up, and it rolls in. Hayes saw the opportunity in the wide open lane. Got the layup to roll in forward. Brings up a 4-point lead for the Trojans. Now Delgado on the drive. No good. Schaefer with the rebound. Shot up. No good as well. Second rebound for Schaefer. Good.
12 rebounds for Schaefer. Double-double.
Missed the first. She gets her own rebound. So 2 offensive rebounds in that possession for Schaefer. Now shot up for Foster. They find her in the corner, and she just saw daylight in front of her. She drives the baseline, gets a shot and the foul. So this will be an and-one opportunity for Foster.
Let's go. She was going down the court. She forgot she was going to shoot free throws.
She was just happy that she got the shot in. So the Trojans back up by 4. This opportunity to put them up 5 with 5:42 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Funkham subs back in the game for Johnson.
Johnson
for the Lady Generals.
Gets her third foul and a seat on the bench with that one. And one shot, no good for Foster. Rebound not corralled by anybody, so the Trojans will get to keep this one. After his last touch by the Generals, Foster to inbounds the pass.
I think coach is going to give Schaefer a breather, seeing that she's going to be reliable at the end.
Hayes gets the inbound pass, drives the lane, shot up, and it's good. I thought it was going to roll out, but it rolled in. McMullen Larson gets the steal on the inbounds pass, swings it back out to Blackwell. She's got plenty of space. Shot up, no good. McMullen Larson on the rebound. She throws it up, gets fouled by Zuniga with 5:23 on the clock.
Shooting 2, Lady Trojans. Let's see if they can knock these free throws down.
The Trojans have come alive lately in this fourth quarter, though the Generals have put together some runs, and now the Trojans have put together some runs. It's a game of runs right now, just back and forth. Again, those turnovers, they're being a little careless sometimes with their passes, not really looking up to where they need to. They just need to slow things down. There's no rush on anything. There's no shot clock, right? So they just need to kind of be careful with that ball. The turnovers are killing both of the teams.
Both teams. And they need to.
McMullen Larson hits both of her free throws.
I was just about to say they needed to make these free throws, and she knocked them both down.
So they were just up one basket a minute ago. Now they're up by 8 points with 5:23 on the clock. Sanchez checks back in for the Generals. She gets the ball top of the key. She's going to drive the lane, stops, drags the foot a little bit. Referee says no, a little bit too much.
He said, calm down, baby girl. You didn't bring your baggage on this one. You can't travel like that.
So the Trojans now with the ball. Inbounds to Blackwell. Brings across half court. Zuniga puts the pressure on it. Taps it away from Blackwell.
Oh, she just threw that one away. She's about to drag she's about to drag that back foot and make a turnover. So
I thought Zuniga knocked it out, but I guess not. So the ball goes back to the Generals. Shannon brings the ball up. Met at half court by Hayes. Passes half court. Spins around. Decides to pass it back. No, decides to spin back towards the basket. Knocked away by McMullen Larson.
It's all over the place this fourth quarter.
She's playing some tough defense. She's giving all right now. A lot of hustle. I love to see this late in the game.
That defense is definitely creating good offense.
Zuniga underneath the Delgado shot, no good. Tie up underneath the basket. The rebound goes to Ratliff. Ratliff with the rebound and tied up, and they get the possession arrow, so the Trojans bring the ball up with Hayes. 4:48 left to go. Trojans up 40-32. Wells now with the ball. Drives the lane, decides to kick it back up to McMullen Larson. She drives the lane, shot up, rolls right in.
Lady Trojans get excited after that one.
Puts the Trojans up 10.
What's going on? She cramping up there?
McMullen Larson is hobbling a little bit. I don't know if it's an ankle or a cramp, but she's going to have to walk it off. She's going to have one free throw coming up.
Something's going on with that right knee. She keeps reaching down for it, grimacing. Opportunity for her to knock down the and one here. Lady Trojans up 10.
They might need to substitute her. So they're bringing Jackson up to the scores table. We're going to take a little bit of an injury kind of stoppage here to figure out what they're going to do. McMullen Larson seemed like she was fine after the shot. She was walking towards the free throw line and kind of pulled up. Could be a cramp. I know how that feels. It's some of the worst pain you'll ever feel.
Oh, yes. You can't stop that cramp. That's one of the worst pains right there.
So we have 4:39 left on the clock. The Trojans now up by 10, 42-32. Team fouls for the Trojans stand at 9, so the Generals will be in the double bonus with the next foul. Team fouls for the Generals only stand at 5. So we are still checking on McMullen Larson's status here. She's in the team huddle. They did bring up Jackson up to the scores table.
She hobbles back out.
All right, so she's going to be back out for this and one free throw. Jackson's still at the scores table. I'm assuming she'll shoot this free throw. If she makes it, Jackson will sub in for. Remains to be seen. Shots up and good.
She swishes that all cotton on the one leg. I like that.
Gives her team one last ounce of effort there before she subbed out.
What's going on? Yeah, it looked like she's cramping up by the way they're working that calf muscle out over there.
4:39 left on the clock. Generals inbound the ball. Delgado brings it up. Met by Hayes. Referee says
she was wrestling her. She was all on her body all the way down that court.
A little too handsy for Hayes. So that'll give 2 shots for the Generals here. Delgado steps to the line. 4:33 left on the clock. Generals down 11, 43-32.
Lady Generals shooting 2 the rest of the game.
They are. That double bonus could be nice. It's a good way for them to pull back ahead.
If they can make those free
throws. That's a big if.
That's 9 missed free throws, second half alone.
Delgado is going to get her second shot up. And that one's good. Brings them within 10. Trojans now with the ball, inbounds to Hayes. Drives it to the far side corner in front of a coach, gets the play call. Decides to hand it over here to Wells to the near side, back in the corner, over to Foster. Foster now sets up the offense. She crosses over the left, gets it back out for Hayes. Hayes a long 3, shot's good off that bank.
The bank is definitely open.
Hits that square perfectly on the backboard. Now we have an injured player for the Generals. That's Johnson.
She's hobbling. The coaching staff helped carry her off the court.
Big three-pointer there for the Trojans. Gives them a little breathing room. Still a lot of time left on the clock here. The 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. Shannon now brings up the ball for the Generals. Tries to get to Zuniga. Again, a careless pass picked up by the Trojans. Shot for Foster, no good. Rebound goes to Delgado. Another lazy pass. Intercepted by the Trojans. Gets it to Hayes. She spits it back out for Wells. Wells with a shot, no good. Rebound goes to Hayes. Hayes gets the ball, brings it back out, kind of resets things. But Shannon steps in front of the pass, gets a deflection. But the Trojans retain the ball.
Shannon's been all over the court on that defense. She has a lot of hustle about her.
3:45 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Foster's going to drive. Suddenly she takes it in the lane, gets tripped up. No call by the referees. Ball's going to go to the Generals. She kind of gets tripped up by a shoe from the Generals there. No call in the play. She falls down, loses the ball. Generals get the ball. Shannon brings the ball up. Gets met with the body by Jackson, so the Generals will be shooting 2. Shannon will step to the line with 3:35 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be a long game. They're shooting these free throws. Take advantage, Lady Generals.
33 points for the Generals. See if they can make it 35 with Shannon's free throws. First shot up, no good.
10th missed free throw of the second half for the Lady Generals.
Second shot up. Jackson for the Trojans was doing everything she possibly could. She was walking a tightrope and just kind of fell forward. Looks like they may call it for a line violation, so Shannon will get one more shot here with 3:35 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. One more shot for Shannon's up, and that one rolls in. Gets a shooter's bounce there.
A much-needed basket for the Lady Generals.
46-34 in favor of the Trojans. Hayes brings the ball up, passes it off to Jackson. The top of the key, she looks over here to Foster. Foster looks down for a cutting Hayes in the left corner. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Ratliff this time. She gets fouled on the play by Fonkum.
The Lady Generals are missing their inside presence from Schaefer.
Correction, the foul is on Sanchez, her first of the game. Fonkum gets in front of the pass there, deflects it, but it will go back to the Trojans underneath the basket. Inbounds is Hayes. She gets it out to, well, no, she was looking for Jackson. Jackson wasn't even paying attention.
Shannon grabbed that one.
Shannon on a fast break for the layup is up and good.
Lady Generals down 10, 3:08 left in the fourth quarter.
More careless passes. Now another one from Hayes trying to get to Jackson, a little too strong. Ball will go to the Generals. See if the Generals can put together a run.
Lady Generals applied pressure on that full court end of that. Forced that quick turnover.
Disrupts the flow for the Trojans. Now the Generals can put together a string of plays. Delgado gets the ball at top of the key. She gets met by two Trojans, kicks it back out to Shannon. Shannon defended by Blackwell. Shannon's going to drive to the baseline. Finds Delgado on the opposite side of the basket for an easy bucket right there. Nice look by Shannon and a great follow-up shot by Delgado.
Full court press by the Lady Generals causes a turnover.
Blackwell off her leg. Mishandles it. So the Generals have got some life all of a sudden.
2:44 left. Down 8.
Zuniga finds Delgado top of the key. She's going to switch over to the left-hand side. Decides to get back in the lane. Shot up, no good. And Foster with the rebound. She's going to bring it out. She's a little sloppy with the ball in front of her there. Almost loses it. The Generals didn't step in front and grab it. Shot by Hayes, no good. Rebound goes to Zuniga. Crosses half court. D'd up by Blackwell. Switches over left-hand side. She's got Shannon top of the key. Shannon drives in the lane.
Traveling violation.
Okay. Shannon looked to.
She was trying to move too quick.
Feet got shuffled a little bit. Ball goes back to the Trojans. That messes up kind of a strong streak of really
good runs they had.
Yeah, good ripping plays there by the Trojans. They were making things interesting, but the Trojans still up 46-38 with 2:10 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Steal by Shannon.
Lady
Shannon takes her time, finds an open Fonkum, gets the ball back from Fonkum. Look underneath to Delgado. Modem finds the defense there and then gets the ball down to Fonkum. Fonkum puts it up and is fouled.
And one. Let's go. Down 6, 1:56 left. Lady Generals, can they rally back?
Fonkum was just in a great position there, and she was found underneath the basket. She gets it up. Foul goes on, is on Wells. That's her fourth of the game. Blackwell gets subbed out. And one opportunity here for Fonkum to bring them within 5. Shot no good. Rebound goes to, that will be Modem there. Moten. Hayes with the ball in the near corner. Timeout for the Trojans. They're going to think things over. 1:47 left on the clock. Trojans are still up by 6, 46-40. Now, Sam, we've seen kind of again some more getting a little too antsy with those passes. Again, I think they need to realize that the clock is on their side. There's no rush. Free throws. Take your time. Some easy things that both teams could be doing right now to settle their nerves. I think that's part of this thing is a little of nerves racking in this with these close games and get a little antsy. What do you think?
Same thing. They need to calm it down. Finish this game out. Lady Trojans, you're up. Control the tempo. I think the Lady Generals they flipped the script on them. They applied that full court press, and they forced some turnovers. Lady Trojans need to cut down on that.
Yeah, put the pressure on them. Force the ball handlers to make good decisions with it and force them into some bad decisions. And maybe even some bad ball handling right there. That'd be a great way to get back into this.
Yep.
Inbounds for the Trojans now for Hayes in the far side in front of her bench. Slapped out by Sanchez, why not? Turnover for the Generals. They got a fast break for Delgado. She puts it up. No, it's underneath the rim. Good contest by Hayes right there. Now the Trojans are bringing it up the court. Zuniga with a steal. McMullen Larson with the steal. Gets it out for, who was that? That's number 5. That's Foster. Couldn't quite see the number right there. Foster had a long shot, a little too short. The Generals get the rebound. Goes out of bounds.
A minute 11 seconds left. Let's finish this out. Good game.
Shannon with a travel. She wanted to go one way, her feet went the other. That's a big turnover with just a minute left in the game. A little over a minute. That would have been a big opportunity to put them in within one possession there. Trojans now with the ball, inbounds to Hayes, gets it back up top for Foster. Foster drives lane, kicks it into the far corner to Wells. Can't quite handle the pass.
Traveling violation.
Travel on Wells.
Oh, wow.
Great defense there by the
Lady
Generals to force them into the corner there, and Wells just couldn't quite get her feet set. Now the Generals have a chance with 57.6 seconds left to pull within one possession. Inbounds from Zuniga goes to Shannon. Shannon's going to be contested by Moten. Drives the court, finds Delgado on the far side.
Wow.
She gets fouled on the shot, so Delgado will get 2 free throws.
Uh-oh.
And if you're a Trojans player, why not foul them? They've shown the inability to connect on the free throws, so if that's going to keep them from scoring right now, it might be a good defensive play.
That really might be. That missed 11 free throws this half.
Shot up for Delgado is good.
She heard
puts them within 5.
She heard us talking about her.
Yeah, she's challenging her. We're challenging her. She's responding to the challenge.
Yes, she is.
Second shot for Delgado. Also good. 46-42 now for the Trojans ahead of the Generals. 45 seconds left on the clock. Foster brings it up for the Trojans. She gets pressed by Zuniga right there. It's trapped. She's waiting for the ball. Timeout taken by the Trojans. Great call by the coach because she was getting close to that 5-second violation of holding the ball too long. The coach gets a timeout. Smart call by the coach right there for the Trojans. 34 seconds left on the clock. We got a quick 30-second. No, this is a full timeout. We'll stay on. We'll continue to talk about this game. Now, the Generals they need a big stop right here. If they can do that, they'll definitely be able to pull within one with a successful trip down the court, and they'll still have a chance to play some more defense. So even though they're down by 4, anything can happen, especially with the careless turnovers we've seen from both these teams, Sam.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of action going on. They just really need to lock down on this defensive end right now. It comes to the Lady Generals.
Now, you've been a coach before. In this situation with the Trojans, who are you going to trust the ball with in these situations with a close game like this? Because there is no shot clock. Who are you going to give the ball to?
You got to give it to Blackwell. She's been real reliable so far at this point in the game. Is she in the game right now?
She is not. So your second choice might be Moten?
McMullen Larson.
McMullen Larson. Okay,
Yep.
She is in the game. Hayes to inbounds. She finds Foster in the backcourt. Zuniga to put pressure on. They got a double teamer. Foster pulls it up, gets it to Hayes on the far side. She's going to drive down close to the corner, but gets fouled on the play. Not a bad play by the Generals. Stop the clock.
Stop it. 22 seconds.
It's
22.2 seconds
a
left.
one-on-one situation here. They can stop the clock if they can get the ball if she misses this first free throw. Hayes will be taking the shot here for the Trojans with 22 seconds left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. First shot is good. That's a big free throw there by Hayes.
Big time free throw.
So that brings it within a, for sure, 2-possession game. But more importantly, that extra point there keeps the clock from moving. Second shot up, also good.
All cotton.
Inbounds pass for the Generals, gets it to Shannon. Tough defense there by Wells. She gets over to Zuniga, finds Sanchez wide open at the free throw line. Gets it down to Vonkum for the shot. No good for the layup. She gets her own rebound. Second shot up is
and
good.
It's good. 8 seconds left. 5.
Clock still running. 6 seconds. Ball goes out of bounds.
4.7
Delgado
seconds.
gets a hand on it. Ball's going to go out of bounds. The Trojans will retain the possession. Trojans up 48-44. A successful inbound pass should do it. And sure enough, Foster's going to run out the clock here for the Trojans. Tough game between both these teams, but the Trojans were able to compile all that they needed to on both ends of the court. They pull out the win over the Generals, 48-44 here at Douglas High School. A great game. So we're going to need to pick our player of the game for this one here, Sam Weber, and I think there's one choice for this that was pretty clear. Why don't you tell us who you think could be running this, the player of the game?
I think that was Kamariana Mo, the freshman.
Big game. She came through clutch with, I think, about three three-pointers.
Yes, sir.
Hit a couple of long twos, had some great possessions, tough defense. Certainly think that's a good call. Now our Big O's Pork and Dream player of the game goes to Moton for the Douglas High School Trojans. Treat yourself to the best barbecue in Oklahoma City. It's Big O's Pork and Dreams. Dreaming bigger through passionate barbecue served with a community purpose. Located in Edmond at 285 South Santa Fe Avenue, and check out the new location in Midwest City at 6003 Southeast 15th. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, 11 a.m. until they sell out of meat. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast here for the Douglas Trojans versus the U.S. Grant Generals ladies basketball team. We'll have the men's coming up here in a few minutes, so stay tuned. We'll get that broadcast going. Thanks for listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony's. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Well, welcome back to Douglas High School. We have another great matchup for you here tonight. We have the visiting U.S. Grant Generals taking on the home Douglas High School Trojans. We're going to start off with our starting lineups for the visiting Generals. Number 2 for the Generals will be David Hunt. Number 5, Jeremiah Barkus. Number 10, Raymond Robinson. Number 13, Gustavo Rosales. And number 32, Emilio Piatto. They are coached by Bill James. And then for the home team, Douglas High School Trojans, starters coached by Steve Alexander in his first year. Number 0, Antonio Green. Number 5, James Green Howard. Number 15, Corey Holman. Number 22, Landry Ballard. And number 34, Kevion Parker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet for the national anthem.
We have a great matchup for you here for this game. The Douglas High School, Sam, now that we've kind of gone over our starters, we were able to talk to Coach Alexander before the game a little bit. And 4 out of those 5 starters that we just mentioned are all freshmen.
Yeah, that's letting you know a lot about their program. They have a lot of youngsters, and they're going to be getting a lot of experience right now.
Yeah, they have 8 freshmen on their team, 4 sophomores, 1 junior, and 3 seniors. And it says a lot right now that the record might not be very strong right now at 0-3, but with starting 4 out of 5 players right now, that your freshmen are going to be, they're going to be able to build something here, or Coach Alexander's going to be able to build something with those freshmen for years to come. So we're going to get tipped off here shortly. Fresh 8 on the clock. And a little Michael Buffer for you to get things started. Why not?
They're trying to start this winning streak.
So it looks like Barkus and I'm trying to find the number here. It'll be out on our tip-off here. That's Corey Holman. So Barkus and Holman will be at the tip-off. Tip goes to, it's getting bounced, so the Trojans are able to kind of corral it right there. Antonio Green with the ball. Up top of the key, swings it back over to Howard, Green Howard. Green Howard's going to dribble it into the corners, looking underneath for anybody moving. He's going to stop, drive the lane. The corner up shot, no good. Air ball collected by Holman. And we're going to have a tie-up on the ball, so we'll have our first jump ball right there. Since the Trojans won the tip, Generals are going to get the ball for this one.
Full court pressure by the Trojans.
Hunt will be bringing it up for the Generals. Gets past half court. Little half court trap right there. Gets it over to Rosales. Swings it over to Piatto. He takes it to the lane. Left-handed, no good. Rebound goes to Barkus, but it gets knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Generals here on this end. 7:24 on the clock. 0-0 is our score. Piatto to inbounds the ball. Looks for Barkus. Barkus gets it back to Piatto. Thinks about the shot. Decides no. I'm going to swing it back up to the top for Rosales. Hunt's got the ball. He's going to drive the lane. Little kind of floater jumper there. No good. Rebounded by Green Howard. Green Howard pulls it back. Lets the offense set up. Gets a screen into the corner shot. No good. A little too strong there. Hunt's going to bring it up. Crossover, left-hand side. Decides to try to pass the middle. No, stolen. Ballard gets his hands in there and takes it right away from Hunt. Green Howard takes it all the way to the hoop and in.
Nice layup.
Had a lot of English right there off the backboard and just enough spin to get that one in, because it was kind of a tough angle for him to get that one in.
Ooh. Backcourt violation.
Oh, I thought he caught it on this side of the court. I guess not. So Barkus tried to get it to Hunt, and Hunt was behind the half line when he passed it, but he got the ball in front court, but I guess the referee decided no.
He was half and half.
Some leftover still in the backcourt.
Yep.
Green Howard takes it to the free throw line, kicks it back out for a long two-pointer. That one's by Ballard. Number 22, Landry Ballard, one of those freshmen, gets a long three, brings the score 5-0 for the Trojans. Barkus with the ball, free throw line, kicks it back out to Piatto. Piatto for a long three, shot no good. Rebounded by Kevion Parker.
Nice rebound, traveling violation though.
Parker is one of the football players for the Trojans, so he pulls double duty. He is a big boy. He's 6'4", and he's got all the muscle to go with it too.
Yes, he does.
Pass goes out to Rosales. Piatto with a long three after a pass from Rosales there. Rebound goes to Parker. Parker gets it over to Green Howard to bring it up. Parker sets a screen for Green. Parker comes off of it. Decides to kick it back out to Ballard. Ballard for a long three again. Shot too strong. Piatto with the rebound. Passes out to Hunt. Hunt gets a little contest from Ballard right there, but is able to get past him. Swing pass over to Rosales. Decides to not shoot it. Gets it down to Piatto. Shot no good for the layup. Barkus gets the wrestles away from the Trojans. Now Hunt with the shot. Kind of a upsy-daisy kind of
yeah, he tried.
Had a little up and down with that, and shot was no good. Now we get a foul on the Generals, so the Trojans will get it underneath their basket with 5:18 left to go in the first quarter.
He tried it, boy. He said, I'm going to do this little flake right here and see if I can get this off. Didn't work for him, though.
Green now brings it up for the Trojans, also one of the freshmen.
It's a young squad.
Green Howard now with it, brings it to the free throw line, decides to back it back out, reset. Gets a screen from Holman, drives the lane, enough English in there, but too strong, goes off the front of the rim and out of bounds to the Generals. Checking in for the Generals now, that will be Ty Proctor coming in for Raymond Robinson. Rosales now with the ball, kicks it back out to Piatto. Now over to Hunt. Now in the near corner. Rosales dumps it underneath Piatto. Piatto with a shot, and they say nope.
Said he's a little too aggressive on that one. Called him for offense.
Offensive foul, a little charge. So first foul for Piatto, excuse me. His first, team second. Trojans with 0 team fouls. Green Howard's going to bring it up. So we have Green Howard and Green, two separate players here. And it looks like Green Howard kind of lost where he was and stepped out of bounds. Generals now with the ball. Inbounds to Rosales. Got to watch where your feet are, right?
You got to be aware of where you're at all times.
Swing over to Hunt. Long three for Hunt. Shot's no good. Barkus gets the rebound, kicks out Piatto. Piatto with a three. No good.
Piatto's not afraid to pull it.
Green with a rebound, gets it up to Green Howard. Green Howard's going to cross half court. D'd up by Rosales. Holman tries to set the pick. Green Howard says, no, I'm going to take it all the way, and you're going to get a blocking foul.
Block as he tried to split the defenders on that one.
He's been taking it pretty strong to the hoop each time. Might get to the point where when he takes these drives, he'll get those two defenders collapse in, and he might find somebody to kick it out to for a good shot. But right now, he's taking it to the hole all by himself. Green Howard's going to be shooting 2 with 4:07 left to the go in the first quarter. First shot, no good. Substitution for the Trojans. In comes Fields, number 2. He's a 5'9" sophomore. Out goes Luke Holmes. He was in momentarily. Second shot for Green Howard's up and good. 6-0 Trojans over the Generals.
Trojans with that full core pressure.
Trojans got a piece of Rosales' pass, but Hunt's able to bring it back in. Gets it to Piatto, top of the three. He hits Barkus underneath, but Barkus kicks it back out. Deflected by the Trojans and then stolen, but then Piatto on a nice defensive error gets it back. Now Hunt takes it to the lane. Shot no good, a little short on the layup there, and now Green Howard with the rebound. Swings it over to Ballard. Ballard for a long three, shot's good.
9-0 run.
Ballard has 2 big threes so far. He's got 6 of the Trojans, 9 points to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Generals need to kind of think things over for a little bit, down 9 points. What have you seen so far out of the Generals that you think could be some immediate improvement to get themselves on the board here, Sam?
They need to slow it all the way down. Like they are letting the Trojans force them into turnovers. They need to take their time, try to get the ball past half court. Instead of rushing it, set something up. Get some people moving around, get some kind of offensive going, because right now it's looking real stagnant out there.
100% agree. There's more to be done off the not the backside, but when you don't have the ball, the set some screens on the backside, see if you can free something up underneath the basket, make an easy pass. Right now they've taken a lot of long shots and really haven't connected, but that's okay because you want to get those. If you're going to take those long shots, you'd rather be cold now and eventually warm up as the game goes along.
Douglas Trojans with this full court intensity.
Hunt gets it into Proctor. Proctor tries to look for Piatto on the far corner there, and just as you said, they need to slow it down and get some good passes in. They try to do a little too much too soon right there, and turnover goes back to the Trojans. Greenhauer's going to bring it up for the Trojans. Rosales will be bringing the defense. There is a pick set on it, but he avoids that, so he's going to come over to the near side. Crossover shot from the elbow, shot no good, rebound. Good effort there goes to, for the Trojans, Thailand Fields gets there, throws it off the Generals player and hits him out of bounds, so the Trojans will be able to maintain possession underneath the basket with 3:03 left on the clock.
That was nothing but effort right there. Great hustle play right
Absolutely. There. Fields subs out, and Jared Arnett in for the Trojans now. Arnett is a 6'1" senior, one of the few seniors on the Trojans team.
The referees.
What we got with the referee now?
Says some kind of warning.
Huh. All right, so the Trojans still inbound the ball. 3:03 left on the clock. Gets it into Green Howard. Beyond the three, kicks it back out to Antonio Green.
Travel violation on that one.
Couldn't quite keep the feet still. Turnover to the Generals. Generals still looking for their first basket. Down to Rosales. Gets it to Barkas. If he turns, he's got a shot. He does, but a huge block there by Corey Holman. And it goes out of bounds, or is he calling a foul? So it was a big block there by Corey Holman to send it over to the sideline in front of Coach Alexander.
Coach Alexander has frustration on his face. He's trying to figure out what's going on, why the ball is going back to the Generals.
So Hunt inbounds. 2:46 left on the clock. Foul is called on Holman, it seems. His first. Team first. Hunt up top of the key. Swings it over to Proctor on the far side. Proctor's looking down, nobody there. Swings it back up top. Swings it over to the far side. The near side to Anthony Taylor. Taylor in the game for the Generals. Nothing doing there. Swings it back up to Rosales. Nice in, gets a hand in there by Antonio Green. Gets Rosales. Proctor looks underneath for Barkas. Tapped away by the Trojans. Ball's up in the air. Grabbed by Antonio Green. He'll just kind of take a moment, let everybody get settled. Nice play. Don't need to rush anything.
You're not rushing, especially with the way things are going this early in the game.
Green Howard's going to drive to the near side corner. Looks underneath for Holman, but he's wrapped up pretty well by Barkas. Arnett drives it down to the corner. Stops, looks for Ballard. Ballard up with a shot. It's good.
11-0.
Nice cut by Ballard there. You know, off the ball there to be able to get in position underneath the basket.
Trojans force another turnover right there.
11-0 for the Trojans now. Generals looking for any kind of offense.
Illegal screen going the other direction.
So that will be another foul for the Trojans now. That's only their second team foul. That one will be on Holman, his second, so he's going to have to take a seat now. So in for the Trojans will be Fields. Pass into Rosales, now down to Barkas. Stops at the free throw line extended, gets it out to Proctor. Proctor for a long three shot.
And it's good.
Their first basket of the quarter by Proctor is a long three-pointer.
A much-needed basket by the Generals.
And referee's going to say we may have a foul underneath the basket. Basket's still good for the Generals.
A loose ball foul, okay.
1:38 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Trojans up 11-3 over the Generals. The off the ball foul was on the Trojans, so the Generals will have the ball underneath their basket. To Barkas, inbounded and almost a turnover, but Hunt's able to save it. And a nice jump floater there just beyond the free throw line. Now they've got 5. A quick 5-0 run by the Generals. Arnett with the ball. He's in front of the Generals bench, and Trojans.
Violation.
Was it a 5-second? No, I think it was a timeout.
Okay.
Timeout taken by Coach Alexander there. Not sure if he felt confident right there at that point in the game. So now we have a full timeout here to take in the first quarter. We'll take a full timeout as well. You are listening to High School Basketball, brought to you by Metrotech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We'll be right back. And thanks for tuning in with us. We got a great game with you here. We're still at Douglas High School. Trojans up right now 11-5 over the visiting U.S. Grant Generals. 1:35 left on the clock. Inbounds in the ball, or bringing up for the Trojans is Jared Arnett. One of their seniors now over to Green Howard in the far side. Gets a screen from Parker. Now back up to the top on the logo. Beat up by Hunt. Hunt good. Lets him by momentarily, but is able to make up on the defense on the back end. Is able to slapped the ball away, but it looks like he's going to get called for a foul on that one. So Green Howard will get a chance to shoot 2.
Nice move by Green Howard. Great way to penetrate, get to the heart of the defense. Let's make these free throws.
Green Howard will have the first of 2 free throws. 1:16 left in the first quarter here. First shot's good.
All Cotton.
Trojans now up 7. Kevion Parker is way back in the on their half of the court now. He's a 6'4" junior, also on the football team. They do have 2 other football players on the team as well. We haven't seen them just yet. Hunt brings the ball up. He's got immediate press there. He's able to break it, but he finds a few players now. Now we've gotten about 3-4 passes that I couldn't keep up with, so now we're back out with Rosales. Hunt now back with the ball. He's going to try to split the 2 defenders. He's going to draw a blocking foul as Jared Arnett will be called for the foul. That will be his second. Coach Alexander is going to have him sit, so Arnett will sit. Now they're going to bring in Luke Holmes, a 5'11" sophomore, number 24 for the Trojans. Zone defense being played by the Trojans right now. Even with the zone defense, the Generals are able to penetrate the zone, get it down to Barkas underneath on the block, and he gets a shot up and it's fouled, so he'll have 2 free throws with 54 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter.
Barkas need to take advantage of this opportunity, knock these 2 free throws down, get his team back in this thing.
First one takes a couple of bounces, no good.
He's one of the biggest players on that team. He's going to have to step it up and get a lot of rebounds out for his team to help him carry it through.
Parker's second free throw also not good. Rebound goes to Parker. And Anthony Taylor is going to get called for a foul. He's just trying to give a little hustle, try to break that ball free, but that'll be his first foul, team's fifth. Under a minute left to go. Green with the Trojans brings the ball up. Defended by Proctor. Over into the far corner to Green Howard. Looks underneath to Parker. Parker's not available, so he gets the screen. Green Howard up for a shot, no good. There's a frenzy for the ball on the floor right there. Another jump ball.
Bodies everywhere, boy. They
Possession arrows in favor of the Trojans. Yeah, you'd love to see that hustle. It's been anybody's game. Inbound pass goes to Parker. Parker's going to turn and shoot. The referee says, nope, you took too many steps.
Yeah, you took the steps before you dribbled. You got to dribble first, sir.
30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Substitution again for the Generals. Back in is Piatto. Hunt's going to bring it up for the Generals. Breaks the press, the deflection there by Holmes. Luke Holmes, he has I'm going to presume a brother, Logan Holmes, on the team as well, but right now Luke Holmes is on the court.
A little confusion going on over here. The refs, the referee he's telling the Generals bench to sit down. The same referee that was frustrated earlier with all the fouls.
The referee's getting a little tested here.
He's about to blow that whistle on him.
So that stops the clock with 25.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like the Trojans will be in the bonus with the next foul on them, or that they collect, rather. Score is still 13-5. Trojans over the Generals. Piatto to inbounds, gets it back to Proctor. Marcus sets up at the free throw line. He gets the pass, swings it back out very quickly to Robinson. Robinson for a three-pointer. It's good.
Big time three. Swish
Big
on that
three
one.
for Robinson. I think maybe one of his first touches in this game, and he makes it count.
He definitely did.
6 seconds left to go on the clock. Drive in, kick out. Holmes for three. Shot's good. Now it's a long two-pointer. Great dribble penetration and kick out by the Trojans there. They get a long two-pointer out to bring the score to 16-8 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here listening to high school basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Metro Tech. All right, we're about set to kick things up for the next quarter here at Douglas High School. The Douglas High School Trojans take it on the U.S. Grant Generals. Trojans up 16-8 right now. Now, Sam, what have you seen out of the Trojans? What have you seen out of the Trojans so far that's got them to this point?
That full court pressure has been really putting a damper on what the Generals are trying to do. They're really trying to accomplish it, but they're applying pressure. You could tell right now you got Fields already up on them playing defense. The ball ain't even inbound, so.
Hey, he's trying to impress the coach, man. Hey, I'm putting in the effort.
He said, leave me in, coach.
Hunt got the ball. He sends it out, back out to Proctor, a little bit further back to Hunt. Hunt, a long three. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Green Howard. Green Howard starts the press. He's got a man in the corner, decides, no, I'm going to take it all the way to the hoop, and it's in.
Yes, he does. Nice
Fields
floater.
was wide open in the corner, but Green Howard decided to take it all the way for that floater, drops it in, Brings the score 18-8. 7.5 left to go in the second quarter. Hunt now brings it up. Looks for Robinson. Robinson switches court to Proctor. Proctor sends it in the corner for Piato. Shot a little long.
Foul on Raymond Robinson on that one right there on the box out. He pushed him in the back so he can try to get good position.
Stops the clock with 7:21 left to go. Trojans still up by 10. Green Howard now crossing half court. Picked up by Proctor. Switch over, crossover. Now drives lane, kicks out. Kicks out for Green. Shot's good.
Threes, please. That's
Big
a shot.
threes by Green. Brings the score 21-8. Now Hunt gets fouled in the backcourt. Not really a smart foul by the Trojans there to foul that far away from the basket. Now the Generals will be
1-1.
Will be shooting 1-1 on this one. Stops the clock with 7:03. Hunt will have a chance to put 2 more points on the board for the Generals. Rebound no good, or the shot no good. Rebound by Green Howard. He's pushing the ball, pulls up just at the free throw line, shot too hard. Piato with the rebound. Gets it to Proctor. Still in backcourt. The full court press is on for the Trojans. Finally get across court. A little collision there between Green Howard and Hunt. No call made. Now Piato gets a hard foul on Green Howard, and maybe some jawing going on there. Or no, I'm sorry, that was on Holmes. Holmes gets fouled.
Pilado's out there, aggressive.
That was Green Howard. I'm sorry. There was 2 players down for the Trojans. Green Howard, after all, does get the chance to put 2 more on the board. Piato had to Hunt's back and just made sure that washout wasn't going in. I guess if you're going to foul hard.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He said, hey, not going to give you this easy one.
Green Howard connects on the first. 6:41 left on the clock. Trojans now up 22-8.
See if he can knock this second one down.
That was Piato's second foul, team's 7th. Green Howard's second shot. Too short. Rebound goes to Proctor. Proctor's got Green on him. Passes Green. Now it gets double teamed by Holmes as well as Green. The switch court over to Piato in the far corner. Spin move gets knocked away by Ballard.
Nice move there, young man.
Good defense there to kind of ensure that Piato doesn't get a chance to get the shot off.
Substitutions for both teams.
In for the Generals will be Rosales. Out goes Barkas. Piato will take it out underneath their own basket. Looking for Hunt. He's not there. In the backcourt, that will be Anthony Taylor. Taylor gets it over to Rosales. Green Howard's playing some great defense on him. Now Piato. Piato has a little bit of room. Gets into the lane. Gets tripped up.
Third foul on Piato.
Kind of ran into one of the Trojans players. Couldn't hold on to the ball, and the ball was free and picked up by the Trojans. Now Green Howard once again fouled on the play.
Foul number 32.
Foul is on Piato. That'll be his 3rd. So Coach James will most likely sub him out. I see Robinson coming in. Piato does go out. Raymond Robinson in. 6:15 on the clock here in the second quarter.
Piato's a little too intense. He had to sit down for a little bit. He's out there hustling, trying to create for his team right now. Who's down?
First shot for Green Howard goes in. He'll get an opportunity to get one more. Coach Alexander is going to make a substitution. Out goes Ballard.
In comes Holman.
Another one of those big-time freshmen, 6'4" freshman. Got some good size for a freshman.
Yes, he is. He's long, and he's probably not done growing.
Hunt passes half court. Gets it Rosales. Coach James says we want to talk things over. He's going to take a 30-second timeout with 6:06 left on the clock. Trojans up 24-8. Now the Generals had a few things going on there for a brief moment. Had a little bit of a run, some success there. Is there anything else that we're missing, Coach Weber, that the Generals can do? I mean, yeah, off the ball cuts, better decisions, but what else are we missing?
Shots. They got to make them shots. They're being forced to do a lot of stuff that they don't want to do, and that's why they keep having all these turnovers. That full court press right now by the Trojans is really biting them in the behind right now because they do not know what to do because they can barely get the ball past half court, and then when they do, they're throwing it around. They need to slow it down.
It's certainly disrupted their rhythm so far, and they haven't really been able to get the ball in the hands of the people they needed in the whole time because they're having to pass out of that press.
And they're forcing them to make some big-time or deep shots.
Yeah, and you're right, shots. It sounds kind of almost too easy to say that you need to make shots, but you do. You need to break out of that cold slump. Proctor throws it to Robinson in the near corner. Now back up to Proctor, over to Rosales. Rosales is going to bring it up towards the center, back over to Hunt on the near side. Robinson from the far, three-pointer in the corner, no good. Rosales gets the rebound. Now Hunt for a long three. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Green Howard for the Trojans. 5:38 left on the clock.
Green Howard is everywhere out there for the Trojans.
Green Howard drives it, kicks it back out for. That went to Fields, and Fields gets called for the travel. Generals get the ball. 5:29 left on the clock.
Shooters, you can't take that extra little jump right there. You can't do that. You got to be ready to shoot when the ball comes to you.
And the other thing is when Grant gets these kind of golden eggs in their lap, they need to take advantage of these opportunities and get a score when they get the ball handed to them. Pass from Taylor to Proctor was a little off center there, and when Proctor collected it, he was on the line, so the Trojans will get the ball on the sideline. 5:18 left on the clock. Trojans still up 24-8.
Trojans are not letting these guys do anything that they wanted to do. Whatever the game plan was, they are definitely been.
There's another miscue for the Trojans. Green Howard tried to get it to Holmes in the corner, and Holmes just couldn't quite bring it in. Generals get the ball with 5:05 left in the half. Hunt's going to bring it up for the Generals. It's going to be met at half court by Fields. Back over to Hunt.
I think this is a 1-2-2.
Kicks it into Barkus, who's now in. Robinson over to the three-pointer. No good. Rosales gets a hand on it, but Fields gets the rebound and gets an easy layup all the way down for a streaking Green Howard.
18-point lead now by the Trojans.
Rosales now with the ball. Gets it to Hunt. Barkus sitting at the free throw line, trying to break that zone. Nobody in the corners, kicks it out to Rosales. Free throw extended to Hunt. Hunt drives lane. Finds the space. A little too short there. Robinson gets the rebound, but gets contacted by.
He was out of bounds when he caught it.
Contacted by Green Howard, but doesn't matter because he was, like you said, Sam, when he collected that, his feet was out of bounds, so it doesn't matter.
18-point lead now.
It was a good look that Hunt had, just didn't connect. Like you said, he got to make those shots. Inbounds pass goes to Ballard. Now the Generals are pressing. Green gets it to Fields. Fields looks underneath. He was trying to hit.
Barkins with the steal.
Robinson checked into the game, but hits him in the shin. Now Generals with the ball. Foul goes against the Trojans here. Foul will be on number 2, Fields. That's his second. Team 8th. Rosales here to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Generals. Hoping to get them in the double digits now with 4:06 left on the clock. First shot gets the shooters rolling in. 26-9 in favor of the Trojans. Coach Alexander is patrolling that sideline from the corner all the way back up to the scorer's table. He's wearing that coaching lane out.
Yes, he is. Boy, he is fired up. He wants. You said this would be their first victory if they win this one?
It would be their first victory if they do pull this off. Yes, sir. All right, timeout taken by Coach Alexander. see, we got a full timeout taken by the Trojans, so we'll take out a timeout as well. 50 or just a few minutes left to go in the first half. We'll be right back after this message. You're listening to High School Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony's and Metro Tech. .401 left at the clock here in the second quarter with the Douglas Trojans 26-10 over the U.S. Grant Generals. Referees are blowing this dead. He said the Trojans, you need to take one player off the court, please. They had a few too many guys.
They're excited out that timeout.
So Fields was on the court and decided that was one too many. So it looks like the Generals are actually going to get to shoot some free throws out of that. So I guess that is a technically a foul. What's the ruling on that, Coach, when you got too many players on the field?
That's definitely a technical foul. Right
technical
there.
foul, okay. So he gets one or two shots in this.
That's two.
So 2 shots in the ball, I presume. All right, so first shot for Hunt is good.
They needed those baskets.
They'll take him any way they can get him at this point. First shot was good. Second shot just as good. 12 points now for the Trojans.
14-point game. 4:01
Now the
left.
Generals will get the ball taken out on the sideline. Taylor for the Generals to inbounds the ball. Looks like Hunt will be his target. Sure is. Hunt picked up by Green. Swings it over to Proctor. Proctor's getting met by Green again. Green's all over the place. In the corner to Rosales. Kicks it underneath the Barkas, but there's a tie-up with the ball. Jump ball.
Trojans
Arnett gets
Wow.
his hands on the ball and gets a turnover for his team. Great defensive effort there by Arnett.
Full court pressure by the Generals.
Now the Generals are going to see if they can kind of disrupt the flow for the Trojans. Barkas gets a leg on it, goes out of bounds. Trojans will retain the possession. Inbounding the ball for the Trojans will be Green. Finds Ballard. Ballard gets met by 2 Generals, gets across court to Arnett. Now Arnett looks deep underneath. He had Holman open. Just a little too much sauce on that one.
A little too much sauce. He threw that one into the rafters almost, y'all. You got to calm down, young man. I guess that's showing us that they're freshmen. They make it, they're young, real young.
Robinson checks in for the Generals and inbounds the pass to Hunt. Hunt's going to be met by Arnett at the half court. Gets across to Barkas. Barkas looks in the corner for Proctor, but it's deflected, and the Trojans pick it up. Now Green Howard on the press. Ballard for 3. Shot's good. I've lost track for Ballard. I believe that's 3 3-pointers now for Ballard.
Ballard is on fire right now from that 3.
So a stellar freshman performance so far for Ballard. Proctor gets it into Barkas in the paint. Barkas can't handle it. Now a loose ball. And the Trojans have it, but the referee says we may have a foul before that. So foul will be on Holman for the Trojans. And
shooting free throws again?
It will be free throws, and that puts them in the double bonus, so they'll get 2 free throws now. Rosales for the Generals steps to the line. 3:05 left on the clock. Trojans up 29-12.
This has been a chippy second quarter here.
And for the Generals, you know, when you're in a situation like this where you're just nothing seems to be working for you, you kind of get that. We've all been through this as competitors in sports where nothing's working out and you're getting frustrated at yourself, you're getting frustrated at your teammates, and then it carries over to the other team and you're just frustrated at everything, and you got that bad attitude on each possession where you feel like you want to hurt somebody.
Pretty much. We just don't hope that doesn't happen out here today.
Rosales misses on the first, connects on the second, brings the score 29-13, just over 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
16-point lead for the Trojans.
Ballard now with the ball, finds a streaking Arnett. He gets it underneath to Parker, who checked in the game, swings around with authority. Shot no good. Rebound by Rosales. Proctor now on a dead sprint.
Loses the ball off his foot, going the other direction.
He was too much of a hurry and forgot to bring the ball with him. Bounces out. Trojans get the ball. Press now on for the Generals.
Violation.
It worked. The Generals are now pressing, and Green Howard gets a little too happy feet-ish there. And now the Generals take the ball out underneath their basket. 2:40 left to go in the quarter. Taylor with the inbounds. Tries to look for Proctor. He gets it. Wide open lane. Floater is no good. Up to go with a shot off the rebound. Tip was Taylor. Shot was no good, but he does get fouled at 2:36 left on the clock. He'll get 2 free throws.
Green Howard with the foul on that one.
That is his first. And still at 10 team fouls there. First shot no good for Taylor. They need all the free throws. I wonder, is it a free throw problem for Grant tonight? The women have a problem. Now the men are having a problem making their free throws as well.
Yes, they are. They need to figure that out because those free throws really do win ball games. The Lady Generals from last game, they possibly could have won the game if they would have made all 13 or 14 of those free throws that they missed.
That's a good point. Second shot missed. Parker with the rebound. Now Green Howard to bring it up. He gets met quickly, but he gets rid of the ball across the half court. Now Green drives all the way, tries to dish it off for Parker, but it was a little low, couldn't handle it. Now gets back under the basket for Green. A nice pass by Arnett. Green was still hanging out underneath the basket after he lost the ball, but he was wide open for the layup, so 2 points for Green. 31-13 for the Trojans.
18-point lead for the Trojans.
Hunt with a long three-pointer. Shot no good.
They're getting so frustrated right now.
Taylor with the rebound after it kind of bounced around for a little bit. He got hit pretty hard on the shot. Basket was no good. Now he'll get 2 free throws at. Minute 58 left to go in the second quarter. Trojans up 31-13. Anthony Taylor at the line. First shot's good.
All cotton on that one.
Checking in for the Trojans for the first time. That's Caden Holman, another freshman, 6'3", good-sized body, probably down there on the block, throwing some weight around.
Yep, that's what he looked like he ready to do.
Taylor with the second free throw coming up. Shot's good. 31-15 now for the Trojans. Inbounds pass goes to Green Howard. Now he's trying to get across. A little bit of a wild pass, too far outside the lines to Ballard. Couldn't quite bring it in before it went out of bounds. Generals ball. Inbounds pass to Rosales.
A minute 50 left in his first half. I wonder what the Generals can do if they could get something.
No look pass to Barkus at the top of the free throw line, trying to break that zone. Passing around. Rosales dribbles, penetrates, kicks it out to Hunt. Hunt on the far side, back up to Proctor at the top of the key. Drives. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Holman, who just checked in. Caden Holman, that is.
The Generals are going to have to penetrate that press, man. That 1-2-2 zone that they got going on right there, because they are flying everywhere. If you're just continually passing the ball around, you're just wasting clock right now at this point.
So as a jump ball goes to the Generals, inbounds pass from Robinson, gets it to Hunt. He is double teamed very quickly by Green and Arnett. And they're going to call a foul on Arnett.
Shooting free throws again.
So that'll be Arnett's third personal foul. They're going to get some players into foul trouble. That may be, in the long run, in the second half, that may come back to bite them. They may have their star players on the bench with getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, they'll have to make sure they keep their hands to themselves because, yeah, it's going to be lane violation. There you go. You can't just do that. You can't do that. You cannot walk up there, defender, while your teammate is shooting free throws. You got to be aware of what's going on out there.
So Hunt connected on the first, didn't get a chance for the second one because I missed it. Who somebody walked in the lane there?
While he was about to shoot, his teammate walked past the three-point line into the little area, the restricted area, while you're shooting.
Green Howard collects the ball on the far sideline, decides to take it to the hoop, collects a blocking foul. He'll have a chance to shoot for two. With 1:20 left in the half, Trojans still up 31-16. Foul was on Rosales. That'll be his first, team 9th. So the Trojans will be able to shoot a double bonus the rest of the quarter, all minute 20 of it. First shot by Green Howard was no good. 3 of the Trojans players are in their half of the course, so not really worried about collecting the rebound on this one. Although Green did get a chance to go after it there. The shot was no good, but goes out of bounds in favor of the Generals. Robinson checks back in for the Generals. Out goes Taylor. Inbounds pass to Proctor. Robinson comes around, goes to the near side corner, pops back out. Proctor's still going to try and take on Green Howard all the way to the hole. Nice take by Proctor. A little shifty move while in midair to get that one off. It's a nice layup. Minute left to go. They get 2 points.
They needed that. I was just saying that they need to attack that press. They're sitting back in that zone. You got to attack it.
Ballard gets a shot off. No good, but Caden Holman gets the rebound, tries to kick it back out.
Out of bounds is going to the Generals.
And yeah, may have stepped out of bounds there. 50 seconds left on the clock. Proctor to bring it up for the Generals. Proctor gets it over to Hunt on the far side.
42 seconds left.
Hunt's going to take it all the way, spin move. Shots up, rattles around, and it's good. That's as good of a take as I've seen all night right there.
They needed that one. That was big time. Down 11 now.
They cut the lead to 11 with 29 seconds left to go. Arnett now gets the ball top of the key. He's going to bring it over to Green in the corner. Green's going to dribble. Stop, pop, shops up. Good. Put the brakes on. The Generals defender flies right by. Had a short little hook shot. Bring him back up to a 13-point lead. Now 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Hunt's going to drive. Falls on the ground. There's a loose ball collected by Green Howard somehow snatches it. Gets it to Arnett on the drive. Layup no good. I don't know if it would have counted with the buzzer. So that brings our first half to a close with the Trojans up 33-20 after our first half. And we had a doozy of our first half. Looking for more in the second half. Stay tuned for more second half here at Douglas High School. You're listening to High School Basketball, brought to you by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Well, welcome back to Douglas High School here. You're listening to the high school basketball sponsored by Metro Tech at SSM Health in St. Anthony. You're listening to CBS Sports Radio's broadcast here on our All City Sports page. I am your play-by-play announcer, James Knox. I have beside me my analyst, Sam Weber, giving you some more insight to some of these fine players and plays that we got going on. And we're going to kind of go over our keys to the game, brought to you by First Security Bank. If you learn more to expand your commercial rental properties with First Security Bank, call 405-424-4341 for more information. First Security Bank, a member of FDIC. Now, Sam, we've touched on a couple things here in the first half, that the Generals, they had a late run there, kind of put some things together, but you definitely realize that press that the Trojans are putting on them has had a large effect on them so far, and able to get them into a nice rhythm on their half of the court here, and being able to get the hands of their playmakers. And I'm not quite sure who their playmakers are just yet. I haven't really been able to see them. Hunt has had the ball a lot, but he's had few opportunities. Is there something we're missing that the Generals can do to put this together?
They need to penetrate that zone. Like you said at the end, that breakdown, I think Proctor broke it down and went in for that layup. They're going to need to apply more pressure on that, because if not, they're going to continue to shoot these deep shots, and they have not been in their favor this evening.
And Piatto, one of their post players, he was kind of sitting on the bench for a while with some foul trouble. They'll get him back most likely to start the third quarter against that dribble penetration, maybe look for a quick dump off underneath him, get him involved in the offense, because he hasn't really gotten to a rhythm yet. He hasn't really been in the game that much due to the foul trouble. On the Trojan side, more of the same, right? Yep. That tough defense on the full court press. We've seen Green Howard doing a lot of penetration. Sometimes I think he probably could give the ball up a little bit more to those kickouts, because I've seen some nice shots from some of their perimeter players here. Is there anything else they need to be doing?
No, just continue to apply pressure, because right now they have the Generals so out of whack right now with their intensity and how they got the magic hands going on. They all over the place. So just keep up what they're doing and just be able to knock down these open shots and these free throws when they come available, especially at this route, the way that they're shooting all these free throws.
The Trojans certainly have a little bit of a height advantage down low with some of their post players right now, but we haven't really seen them take advantage of that yet. It's been a lot of outside shooting, or just kind of driving to the bucket and getting some floaters or some layups. So maybe we'll see if they start to slow things down a little bit, kick it down underneath, and see if they'll let the big guys go to work. They need to eat too, right?
Pretty much, but right now at this point, they're letting their defense create their offense, which that's a lot of layups. So
you take what you're given, right?
Yep.
All right, we're starting the third quarter. Fresh 8 on the clock. Trojans with the ball. In the back court goes Howard. He's met by two of the Generals, Hunt and Barkas. And a steal by Rosales. He gets a chance to get up for a layup, but
foul on Holman.
Holman gets a good foul there. Doesn't let him get the shot off. But Rosales will have a chance for two right off the bat with just only 12 seconds taken off the clock into the third quarter.
Generals must have heard us talking about them, because they definitely came out with that full court press. It's like, you know what, we got to switch it up.
Rosales tickles the twines.
All cotton on that one.
33-21 now. I wonder what in the locker room, what kind of changes in personnel maybe for the Generals, or philosophy. We'll see what they do. Starting off the press is one thing we've seen already. Inbounds to Holman, back to Ballard. Ballard gets it back to Holman. He's looking for, he looks for Green, but stolen by Rosales. 2 steals in a row for Rosales right there. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt in the top of the key. Long three for Hunt. Shot's no good. Good hustle by Green Howard. Saves it in the corner. All the way down court. It's Ballard wide open for a layup. 2 points for Ballard. Trojans now up 35-22, 7:20 on the clock. Rosales now for the Generals. Defended by Ballard. Gets down to Proctor. Proctor quick pass out to Piatto, but he collects the charge there.
Yeah, they got to slow it down. I know you're excited. Second half of play, slow it down, Grant.
So the Trojans will get the ball. 7:11 left to go in the third quarter. Ballard now brings it up. Tip pass collected by Green Howard. Now underneath is Green. Layup for the Trojans there. Another 2 points.
Another transition layup by the Trojans.
So if they make that first or second pass by the Trojans there, they're getting a good look underneath. Big shot by Proctor. A long three-pointer right there.
They needed that.
So that brings them to 25 points now for the Generals. 37-25, 6:49 left in the third quarter. And they're going to take a full timeout. We'll step away for just a quick break. This game is brought to you by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Listen to some great high school basketball here on CBS Sports Radio's All City Sports page. All right, we are back. Trojans with the ball. Green Howard, after a couple passes, now going to bring it up, set up the offense for the Trojans. He's guarded by Hunt. Swings it over to Ballard in the far side. Ballard gets a screen from Parker. Off the screen, Piatto gets a piece of it up from Ballard there. And Piatto gets called for a foul. Blocking foul there. Tough call there by the referee. I thought maybe that should have let that one go a little bit. That's just kind of some contact there. But referee says otherwise. That'll be Piatto's fourth foul.
The referee and the coach, that's that ref again. I told you he's getting frustrated.
He's getting a little ornery over there. And Coach James is agreeing with me and he's arguing his stance right now on the call. And so the referee and Coach James have a little discussion right there at the scores table. So Piatto now back on the bench. We were talking about maybe getting him involved in the offense. He's not going to be able to do that on the bench with 4 fouls. Green Howard kicks it out to Ballard for 3 shot. Rolls in.
4-3 for Ballard.
Gets a couple bounces off the backboard and in. Big shot there. Brings the score 40-25 now in favor of the Trojans. Kicks out to Proctor. Does Hunt. Back to Hunt from Proctor's shot. Is good. Long three-pointer there for Hunt. Trading threes right now.
Yes, he needed that one.
Now a 12-point lead for the Trojans. 5:50 left on the clock to go in the third quarter. Green Howard on the far side. Crosses over. Drives the lane all the way down the baseline. Met by Barkas, but Barkas isn't able to do too much. Up and in for Green Howard.
Nice way to hang on that one. I like that. Took the contact and finished it.
Hunt now for the Generals. Pop stops. Thought about it for a minute. Decides to go in the lane. Little floater, no good. Rebound by Ballard. All the way down the court is Green. Kind of collides momentarily with Barkas there, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Still going to be Trojans basketball.
So they'll take it out on the near side over here. Ballard passes it into Green Howard. Green Howard now gets a pick from Parker. Drives lane, free throw extended. Boom, at the corner. 2 points for Green Howard. They gave it to him. He took it.
Yes, he did.
He found a soft spot in the zone. Popped a shot. Now 44-28 in favor of the Trojans. Rosales now hits it down to Barkas. Barkas kicks it back out to Hunt. Underneath, wide open is Taylor. Great look there by Hunt to find Taylor just kind of hanging out, camping down there by the block. 2 points.
That's what they call a dime. You found that one.
Green Howard gets a couple of guys screening for him, both Parker and Holman. He gets it back from Ballard, drives baseline, reverse layup is good. 46-30 for the Trojans. Hunt brings it up, 4:30 left on the clock. Hunt guarded by Green, now looks to Barkus at the free throw line. Gets it to Rosales, Euro step no good. Rebound tied up by Parker and Rosales.
Jump ball.
Possession will stay with the Generals. 4:18 left on the clock. Taylor to pass it in. They're looking for Hunt. He gets the ball inbounds, guarded by Green. Taylor passes, Hunt passes it up to Rosales, Rosales dribble penetrates, tries to get to Barkus, but looks like Rosales may have been fouled on the drive.
I called that one on the floor.
So no shots here. We're not in the bonus yet. Now Robinson checks in for the Generals. Out goes Taylor. Generals will take the ball out underneath their basket. Rosales to inbounds. Tries to get it into Hunt, and Green gets a hand on it there. And kind of just bounces around. Nobody really had a good control of it there. Goes out of bounds, stays in the Generals' favor there. They'll get to retain the ball in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on that one, but yeah, let's do better. Let's go, guys.
Hunt inbounds to Rosales. Back to Hunt in the corner. Hunt for three. Shot's no good. Robinson there for the rebound, but it's over the back over Ballard. So Robinson will get called for the foul. His second, team third.
Taylor checks into the game for Robinson.
Just a short little stint for Robinson. Taylor back in the game. Green now up top with the logo. Guarded by Rosales. Green takes it to the hoop, splits between Rosales and Barkus. It's going to get called for a foul on the floor. That one will go against Barkus. Blocking foul. So the Trojans will take it out underneath their basket. Ballard to inbound. Finds Green Howard quickly, but Hunt on the block. A nice block right there and is able to get it. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Generals will be able to retain it.
That was a nice two-handed stuff on that one right there. That was just a big man move right there.
That was almost like a volleyball stuff.
It really was.
Two hands
he's
there.
Like, no, think again. Think again.
Proctor to bring it up for the Generals after a Hunt inbounds. Proctor on the far side gets it over to Hunt. Hunt's looking underneath, nobody moving, so he's going to swing it all the way across court to Robinson in the far corner. Back to Proctor up top. Proctor's going to drive. Try to kick it out to Rosales, but gets hung up and fouled on the drive there. So that'll be a foul on the Trojans. Foul is on Green, his second. Rosales to inbounds. Finds Hunt behind the three-point line. Thinks about it, does it. Shot, no good. Rebound goes to Parker for the Trojans. Gets it to Ballard. Ballard back to Green Howard. Back to Ballard across the court. Swing pass in the middle. Green Howard penetrates, finds Parker underneath, and he gets a nice, easy layup all by himself. He was just waving his hands, hey guys.
I'm open.
It worked. Proctor brings it across the court, gets it to Rosales. He swings in the corner to Robinson, back to Rosales, back to Hunt up top. Dribble penetration by Hunt. Easy little floater from the 6 feet, good. Brings the score 48-32, 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. Green Howard now crosses half court, guarded by Hunt. Gets a pick from Holman. Frees him up. Now he's got a switch. Open three-pointer, no good. Rebound, almost went to Holman. He gets some body contact there. They'll call a foul on a General. Just waiting to find out who they're calling it on. That will be on Barkus. That is his third foul, team fourth. In checks Holmes, Luke Holmes that is, for the Trojans now. Ballard gets a rest. Inbounds to Holman. Dribble pass handoff to Green Howard. He gets kind of a running layup, but shot no good. Ball bounces out to the sideline. The Trojans tried to save it, and the Generals tried to save it, no good. Ball goes back to the Trojans.
Backcourt violation.
Yep, stepped on the half-court line there, so that is a backcourt violation indeed. Anything you're seeing now, the Trojans, that give you some hope there, Sam?
They're going to continue to apply pressure. I see that Green Howard is going to keep attacking. He's not letting down. He's definitely trying to be the post-game sponsor on this one. He wants to
be the player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely wants that honor.
Piato back in. Got the ball, had a shot, a little too strong off the backboard. And the ball goes out of bounds off a Trojan's hand. So Generals get the ball back. Piato inbounds to Proctor. Proctor drives. Up and under, shot almost in and out. Trojans grab it. Green Howard on the fast break. Gets held up by two Generals players as crosses midcourt. Finds Parker underneath all by himself. Another easy shot. Parker's trying to contest, but
Great
Parker's
assist,
too strong.
Bro. Great court vision by Green Howard right there.
Hunt now for the Generals. Drives, penetrates, splits three defenders, draws a foul on, looks like to be on Parker. No, that will be on Green. Parker just happened to get hit by Hunt driving in, so that's going to be 2 fouls now for Hunt at the free throw line. Score 50 for the Trojans, 32 for the Generals. I apologize, there is no free throws. They were lining up for a minute like there was going to be. Piato inbounds to Hunt. Hunt from the baseline, shot no good. Rebound, that goes to Luke Holmes. Green Howard now brings the ball up. He's driven all the way coast to coast and gets it in.
I told you he's going to keep attacking.
He's like a bull in a china shop. He just gets that head full of steam, and he just goes up and around, and anybody who's in his way, he takes it all the way for a basket. Now puts his Trojans up by 20.
Man.
1:23 on the clock. Trojans now up 20, 50-32. A chance to make it 21. What do you think of Green Howard's game so far?
Hey, he's nice, man. I can't even sit here in front, man. He's a freshman, so he has, hey, like Michael Jordan said, the ceiling is the roof.
The ceiling is the roof. He did say that.
So, yeah, he has a lot of opportunities to continue to grow as a basketball player.
Green Howard connects on the free throw, and he's going to take a breather real quick. In for the Trojans is Andreas Morales. Hunt for three, no good.
Misses it.
Robinson collects it for the Generals. Back out to Proctor. Nice save by Robinson on the hustle play. So another chance for the Generals to get themselves a basket. Proctor guarded by Fields. I thought there was contact on the shot. Shot's no good from three. Parker on the rebound. Gets it to Morales, who just checked in. Morales finds an open Caden Holman, who tried to get it quickly out to, I believe that was Holmes. But
Holmes wasn't ready for it.
He wasn't. It was just, it was a good look, good thought, just didn't quite execute it properly. 52 seconds left to go. Trojans up 53-32. Rosales now with the ball. Kicks it over to Proctor on the far side. Proctor drives it. It's going to draw a foul.
42.4 seconds left in the third quarter.
In for the Trojans now is Deshaun Ransom. So they're getting some of their bench play right now, up by 21 points in the third quarter. Inbounds pass from Robinson out to Rosales. Back to Robinson in the corner. He's going to dribble back up to top, give it to Proctor. Proctor's going to take on Fields. Pass it over to Hunt. Hunt thought about three, dribble. Little floater shot again, no good. Holman with the rebound, Caden Holman that is. Try to get it to Morales, but Robinson was able to kind of knock away, but Trojans do get to retain the ball. Pass inwards to Morales. Now back to Holmes. Holmes gets it back to Morales after he beats the press. Underneath to Ransom. All the way outside for a big shot from Fields for three. Or was that two? That was a two-pointer. Long two-pointer. 5 seconds left to go on the clock for the Generals. Left to go in the third. Hunt with the ball. Dribbles. Long step. Takes it to the hole. He needs to do that more often. He gets the bucket right before the buzzer. gets the Generals 2 more points. That concludes our third quarter. The Trojans up 55-34. We'll step away for a quick break in between our third and fourth quarter. You're listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech and SSM Health at St. Anthony. We'll be right back to conclude this game. Welcome back. Trojans of Douglas High School up over the U.S. Grant Generals, 55-34. Green Howard back in for the Trojans. Looks like they've got most of their starters back out there after giving some of their bench some minutes. Green Howard, he ran out of his shoes. He's so fast.
He touched the out of bounds line too, so he turnover.
He's so fast, his shoes can't even keep up with him. Turnover for the Trojans. Hunt now brings it up for the Generals. 15 seconds into the final quarter. He finds Robinson in the corner. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Ballard. Ballard finds a streaking Green Howard down on the far sideline. Howard's going to take it all the way. Contact with Rosales.
Called him for the offensive foul.
And Rosales able to draw the charge. That's maybe the only way you could stop Green Howard at this point.
At this point.
Hunt now for the Generals. Brings ball up, passes half line. Green to defend. Gets around the Rosales screen. Hunt throws it over to Proctor on the near side. Proctor waits for the screen from Barkus. Gets it. Passes it to Rosales in the corner. Now to Duncan at the top. He tries to find Barkus underneath. He gets the ball. And double dribble.
Definitely traveled on that one.
It was a good look, but could have been a better pass for Barkus to be able to control it, and when he brought it in, just kind of wasn't where his feet was. Now with 7.5 left to go, Trojans now with the ball. Generals trying to put on a press again. Meet Green when he gets past the half court. He splits that just fine, goes baseline, finds all the way outside the three-point line. That is Holmes. Shot was short. Holman with a shot gets blocked by Barkus. Holman with another shot. This time Barkus gets the foul on the shot.
That's a big time swat by Barkus.
Yeah. Barkus
stepped him on that one.
Concedes a few inches to Holman there, but he's still able to block the shot. But Holman was able to stay with it, get a second shot and the foul with 7:10 left to go in the fourth. Holman's first shot, no good. We're going to have a substitution for the Generals. Back in will be Piatto. He's carrying 4 fouls. Out goes Barkus. Holman's second shot upcoming. It's up. Rattles around, no good. Piatto with the rebound. Referee blows the play dead.
Lane violation on Black. On the Generals
this is fundamental, Sam.
Yep.
Don't leave until the ball leaves his hands.
And it's only them down there rebounding as well. So
I mean, it's pretty simple stuff here, but so Holman 0 for 2 originally, gets the third time the charm.
I'll take
Trojans now up 56-34. Hunt with the ball. Drives, finds Robinson underneath with a reverse layup. It's good.
Good assist, good eyes, good court vision.
That almost may have been a no-look pass. I couldn't tell from this far up, but certainly looked like it.
It was.
Generals with the press on Ballard. He gets it over on the far side to Green. Green passes half court. Now drives baseline, pops, shot. No good, too strong. Air ball, Piata with the rebound. Finds Hunt. Hunt on the fast break. Taking on 3 defenders, tries to hop into the lane, gets deflected by Ballard with a nice defensive play. Well, Hunt was still on the floor. Now we're going to get some chirping at each other right now between Holman and Hunt.
Uh-oh. Look like we got double technical there. Yes, we did.
The referees blowing the play dead, giving out some tees. It was going to happen eventually.
It was definitely going to happen eventually. He's been feeling that. I've been seeing it in his spirit, his energy all night.
And they're still chirping at each other. Now Hunt walks away. He's going to inbounds the ball. Or maybe he's going to sit on the bench. It might be good to give him a breather, chance to collect his thoughts. So double technical here. Now, do double technicals cancel each other out, or they both get the shots?
I think they cancel them out.
Just want to double check. I always want to keep fresh on my rules of the game.
Yep, they looking like they're trying to decide what's going on right now.
So the referee's still conferring about this. We still have 6:31 left on the clock.
It was an intentional foul and then the double technical foul.
So
I guess when Hunt grabbed the guy's leg, they gave him a technical, and then they both chirped, and then he gave him 2 technicals. Does that mean Hunt fouled out? Oh, we got to check on that.
No, it looks like on the scoreboard it has him as 3 fouls. And so Holman right now, Corey Holman that is getting a couple free throws. He connected on the first. Second free throw upcoming. That's also good. That brings the score now 58-36 in favor of the Trojans, up 22. Holman will get a breather. In comes Caden Holman. Another freshman, 6'3".
Are they brothers?
That'd be my guess. Honestly, I don't know. Could be, we have Holmes, we have 2 Holmans on this team, and I didn't get a chance to really check with Coach Alexander before the game what the family resemblances were, but we're going to assume that.
Gotcha.
And, well, maybe not, because Corey Holman and Caden Holman, both freshmen.
That's possible.
I mean, they don't look like twins, though.
They don't look.
So that's where I was going with that.
They don't. That's why
I'm a father of twins, and I can usually spot some twins myself. So I'm not going to say, yeah. So Corey's definitely a little bit longer and lankier than Caden there. All right, we're back set. We got some action. Green now for the Trojans with the ball. Gets a pick from Parker. Parker rolls, doesn't get the ball, gets it over to Ballard in the corner. Ballard is going to dribble, penetrate, shots up. Parker's underneath for the rebound, gets it, puts it up. It's good. 6:10 left to go in the quarter.
Generals down 24 points now.
Proctor now for the Generals. Swings it over to Rosales. He thought about a 3, decides no, I'm going to dump it off to Piatto underneath, gets blocked by Holman. Rosales gets a shot, now hits, missed. Taylor with the shot, gets his own rebound, misses, gets another shot, and now foul. That was a lot of shots right there.
A lot of shots there. We need to get
but that's what they needed. They need those offensive rebounds and put it back up. So second, third, fourth chance shots.
Yeah, they need any and everything they can right now to go off in this basket for them to get this lead down. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the game. What can they do? I wonder if they can close this out.
Taylor with his first of free throws makes it. In for the Trojans now comes Fields. Out goes Ballard. Also in for the Trojans, or excuse me, the Generals will be KJ Phillips. I believe this will be his first check-in for the Generals. Taylor's second shot's up and good. 61-37 now the score. 5:51 left to go in the game. Green's looking for an inbounds pass, gets it to Fields. Fields back to Green. He's going to dribble past the press all the way. It takes a really interesting hop
I don't know.
He wasn't looking to shoot. He just kind of took a hop and maybe was going to pass it, but ended up either way.
I can't call it.
Running into a Generals player. That just kind of looked like he last minute forgot what he was going to do.
There's 2 plays in this game. That play and then the game from the women's game earlier, off the backboard.
So off the backboard, yeah.
You can't remember. You can't forget those.
Last-second decisions there. Piatto with a shot. Gets a turnaround hook shot. No good. It was a good look for him. Just didn't quite connect. 5.5 left to go.
Douglas has the bench in right now.
Luke Holmes dribbles it down. Gets a long 2-point shot in. No good. Taylor had the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Caden Holman. I thought Taylor may have come over the back, but it appears not, that Holman may have
got the bonus.
Contacted him. So the Generals will get 2 shots now. They're in the double bonus. Taylor will have a chance to bring 2 more up for the Generals. 5:20 left to go in the game. Both teams now will be in the double bonus for the remainder of the game. Taylor misses on the first. On the floor down for the Generals, we have KJ Phillips, Piatto, Taylor, Proctor, and Robinson. Inbounding now for the Trojans will be Luke Holmes, inbounds to Green. Also Fields, Parker, and Caden.
Traveling violation.
Yeah, that press did work on that one. They trapped him right in the corner. They executed perfectly. They want to send him to that corner where he's got limited options there, and it worked out perfect for the Generals. Turnover. Generals brings it up with Proctor. 5:13 left to go in the game. Kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor drives baseline. Reverse layup. Almost in. Just not enough English on that one. Trojans get the rebound. They try to get out to Green, but he can't quite handle it. So ball back to the Generals. 5:03 left to go in the game. Trojans up 61-38. Proctor works around the screen, dribbles up to the baseline, splits a couple of defenders, but gets called for a travel. Trojans now will take the ball out underneath. Luke Holmes with the inbounds pass to Green. Green's going to take on Robinson, gets past Robinson, finds Parker underneath all by himself. Robinson's going to back in, take a quick little short hook. No good. Caden Holman with the rebound, backing in. 63-38, 4:38 left to go on the clock. Trojans still up. Proctor now up top, swings it over to Piatto. Piatto for 3, off the backboard, no good. Taylor gets the rebound, snuck in front of Parker, and we'll have a jump ball. And I'll stay with the Trojans. Back in for the Trojans is Arnett. I haven't seen Arnett in a while. He played a lot in the first half, but I haven't seen him much in the second half.
No, not this half. They like I said, the Trojans on the end of the bench right now. They letting their starters sit down. They got about 25-point lead right now. They like, yeah, we just gonna no point letting nobody get hurt.
Arnett checks in, as does Logan Holmes, number 32 for the Trojans. Another senior. Logan Holmes, also a football player. And Arnett with the rebound. He's bringing it up, guarded by Proctor. Proctor's playing very tough D, not letting him get past that half line. Finally tries to, and there's a hard collision between Taylor, Fields, and Piatto. A couple guys down. Fields coming up pretty gingerly there, but Piatto's still playing hard, even with 4 fouls to his credit there. But the Trojans will get that ball on the sideline.
Yep. Piatto is down here risking it all right now, trying to rally his boys so they can try to pull something back. Illegal screen.
Arnett had the ball. He was trying to get a screen from Holman, but Holman came in a little late, didn't quite establish himself well enough before Proctor made contact with him. So the blocking foul will go on Holman, his 3rd. Now the Generals will take the ball in. Proctor bringing the ball up from Taylor.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Piatto in the corner swings it into Barkus. Barkus can't quite hold on to it. A great knockaway by Arnett. Now all the way on the break there, Logan Holmes had a fast break, but a great effort there by Barkus to get back and knock that out before he got a chance to shoot it.
Yep, made him force a turnover.
Proctor for 3. No good. Piatto with the rebound. Backs in, swatted by Caden Holman, and it gets the loose ball, gets it to Arnett now. Arnett brings it up. Great defensive effort there by Caden Holman. Now Arnett's trying to get past Robinson. Robinson pokes away from behind. Now Robinson on a fast break. Layup is up and good.
Good layup. They needed that bucket.
3:08 left on the clock. Trojans now up 63-40. Fields now with the ball. Splits a couple Generals players. Now under their half. Gets it back out to Arnett. Arnett sets up the offense. Arnett gets double teams. Tries to pass it out of the double team. Gets knocked away by the Generals. Wrestles away from Barkus. Now underneath to Holman, and Robinson contests the shot, but he's going to get a foul on the play, so Holman will go to the line for 2.
They out there playing. They still going hard in the paint right now. I like to see that energy and effort out there. Big men out there grabbing them rebounds. Hey, they doing a lot of slashing. Good time. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in this one, boy. They going to play to the very end, I can tell.
That's Robinson's 3rd foul. 2:47 left to go in the game. Trojans now have a chance to go up by 25, depending on the outcome of Holman's shots. First one's a miss. In for the Trojans. That one is Jeremiah Brewer.
First time in the game tonight?
6-foot senior. Yeah, he is also a member of the football team. Pulling double duty. Out goes Luke Holmes. Second shot no good. In comes the man just substituted in, Brewer with the rebound. Back out to Arnett. Arnett's dribble penetrate up and under. Shot is beautifully
nice move
done.
right there. I like that.
Adjusted in midair to go from high to low, and the scoop shot is good. Robinson for the Generals. 3-point shot is no good. Caden Holman with the rebound after he wrestled away from Logan Holmes. Now Holmes brings it across the midcourt. It's going to take it all the way. Steps around Barkus, but draws a blocking foul.
Douglas bench is fired up over there as they see these freshmen come in and get this little garbage time minutes right here at the end of the game.
So Logan Holmes, who just checked in not too long ago, is going to step up to the free throw line. We have 2:17 left in the game. Trojans up 65-40 now. Generals are going to make a substitution as well. Out goes Barkus. In comes for the first time Winston Brown for the Generals, number 25.
All cotton, swish on that one.
Logan Holmes makes his first. Another substitution in for the Generals. First time in for Winston Brown. No, I think he was in earlier, I believe. So Winston Brown back on the court for Generals. Shot's no good. Rebound by Taylor. Gets it to Proctor. Proctor's on the far side. Guarded by Logan Holmes. Splits Logan Holmes all the way to the basket. The basket was good, but the referee says he traveled.
He did take off from the three-point line on that one.
So now the Trojans bring it up with Arnett, guarded by Taylor. Taylor forces him over to the sideline, grabs the ball, steals it from him, and then Arnett's going to get a foul on the play. Great defensive effort. He just kind of baited him over there by the sideline.
He did. He took it from him, too.
Arnett got a little sloppy with it.
Yep. He put it out there for him. He took it from him. Then he fouled him after he took it from him.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When you're in a situation like that where you get pinned up against the sideline, don't you want to put your body in between you and the ball when the defender's there?
Yes, you would.
Arnett didn't quite do that. He had the ball right in front of Taylor there, and Taylor said, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, he was toying with him a little bit too much, and he took advantage of that and snatched that from him real quick. He's going to have to take advantage of these free throws, though.
Free throw problems still kind of poking their ugly head around for the Generals here. He misses the first, and he'll miss the second. Piatto with the rebound, up and in.
Good job, Piatto.
That brings the score 66-42. Minute 49 left in the game. Inbounds pass from Brewer to Logan Holmes. Brings it across. He's going to drive it all the way. Left-handed floater shot, no good. Rebound by Ransom, no good. Gets it off to Robinson, who's checked in the game. That shot was no good. Now Taylor all the way on the opposite end. Fast break gets disrupted, no good. Logan Holmes with going coast to coast for the Trojans now. This is a lot of fast breaks. These guys are going to be pretty tired.
I say your team is up, guys. Slow
Robinson
down.
takes it to the hole, and shot is up and good. Got past one defender, found a lot of green in front of him, and he makes the layup. Just now 1 minute left in the game. Generals with the ball. Proctor got out to Piatto, and as soon as he turned around, he got fouled on the play.
Shooting 2.
Foul is on now number 4 for the Trojans. That is Deshaun Ransom. 6'3" freshman. Piatto at the line for 2, 68-42 the score. Piatto misses the first. That is Ransom's second foul. The Trojans still have 3 timeouts left to Grant's 2 timeouts. Piatto connects on the second, now inbounds the ball for the Trojans. Logan Holmes on a quick fast breaks. He decides to pull up at the free throw line. Shot no good.
This is one of the times.
Arnett with the rebound.
This is one of the times these youngsters just need to dribble the clock out. Y'all are up 25. You know what I'm saying? You're up a nice penny right now. 46 seconds left in the game. But you can tell this is definitely a young team right now that's not used to winning yet. First victory of the game, of the season coming up.
Well, how many chances are they going to get to be on the floor sometimes? They got to show the coach what I can do, right?
Got to.
All right, Arnett with 40 seconds on the clock, guarded by Taylor. Gets past Taylor, Euro step, past a couple players, and gets shot off, but it's no good. But he gets fouled on the play. So Arnett will step to the line. One of their few seniors here. Only 3 seniors on the roster. Jeremiah Brewer, he is, I apologize, I've been calling, no, we do have Robinson. Okay, so Robinson in the game.
Did Piatto just foul out?
Yes, Piatto does have 5 fouls. So seniors for the Trojans on the court right now, Logan Holmes, as well as Arnett and Brewer. So the 3 seniors right now getting some PT. Proctor brings it up. Just 30 seconds left on the clock. He's got 2 on him, kicks it outside. Long 3 comes from Rashawn Moore. It was a little short. Trojans with the rebound now. Arnett's got the ball in the back half, gets him cross court to Logan Holmes. Perfect opportunity just to dribble the ball out from the clock. Pass now over to Brewer. He's going to let it roll down on the clock here, so that's going to conclude our game here at Douglas High School. The home Trojans, in front of their home crowd, get their first win of the season. Now brings their record to 1-3 on the season. Coach Alexander's got to feel good about that.
I know he does.
So now we get the honors of choosing our Big O's Pork and Dreams player of the game. And I think you're right. You motioned 5 fingers right there. And yeah, I definitely think that James Green Howard really came out and established himself. Did not look like a freshman by any means. He's very poised, had great ball control, ball handling, excellent shots, timely baskets, great defense, pretty much everything you want out of a senior leader on a team. So he was able to pull that out for the Trojans. Any more insight about why you chose Green Howard?
He definitely showed us. He stood out amongst everything that went on right here. He, like you said, he definitely didn't play like a freshman, but he left his impact on the game.
He seemed very mature in his approach to the game, the way he handled the leadership role. So our post-game Big O's Pork and Dreams player of the game. Congratulations to James Green Howard, our 6-foot freshman tonight for the Douglas Trojans. If you want to treat yourself to the best barbecue in Oklahoma City, look no further than Big O's Pork and Dreams. Dreaming bigger through passionate barbecue, served with a community purpose. Located in Edmond, it's 285 South Santa Fe Avenue. And you can check out their new location in Midwest City at 6003 Southeast 15th. They're open from Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 11 a.m. until the meat sells out. On behalf of myself, James Knox here, your play-by-play announcer, and Sam Weber here as your analyst. We do appreciate you tuning in, watching us live on our YouTube page at All City Sports. This is brought to you by OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3. Thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to High School Basketball, sponsored by Metro Tech at SSM Health in St. Anthony. If you're looking for a great career, look no further than Metro Technology Centers. They have training for you and jobs in high demand. Metro Tech has hands-on training in medical assisting, culinary arts, and more. Earn certifications and licenses taught by industry experts. Metro Technology Centers, preparing you for life. At SSM Health at St. Anthony's Hospital, proud sponsors of OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 broadcast. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of his sports medicine specialist, and they've been playing hard today. I'm sure they could use some extra help from St. Anthony's. They have a great team to get the players back in the game from injury. Any parting words for the game, Sam Weber?
No, I'm just super excited for this. It was a great game. I know the Generals didn't come out. It didn't come out the way that they wanted to, but good game. No one was hurt. So, yeah, long season.
All right, we're going to thank all of our sponsors once more. Thank you so much. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 High School broadcast is brought to you by Big O's Pork and Dreams, Metro Tech, and SSM Health and St. Anthony's. Thanks so much for tuning in. Catch us next time on a great game here for Oklahoma City Public High Schools on CBS Sports Radio's 105.3.